I have a new. This is a little thing, but I've been thinking about Gavin and collecting and how I have all my sports cards and all that nonsense.
Yes.
And Andrew, you now have and we haven't really talked about it, but your burgeoning love of collecting classic video games. And I think I've landed on, I'm going to put it in the perfect thing for Gavin to collect.
I feel like this is going to be insulting.
I don't think so.
Is it an egg?
It's a baseball card of an egg. And there's many different kinds. This is the Allen and Ginter Topps 2019 egg card, of which there's probably 30 different parallels. Some of it as expensive as $1,000. That's the base egg.
Why do you want an egg on a card?
Why not, dude?
Why not?
You love eggs.
Is this the reaction that you're expecting, Jeff?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And
you named my cat. You named my cat Egg.
Yeah, but it's an. I just don't know where to start. Like, why isn't there one of a kettle? Why an egg?
Well, because this is a famous egg.
Why isn't there one of a wasp nest?
Because the wasp nest didn't get 30 million likes on Instagram or whatever. This is the egg from the most liked egg on the most liked thing on Instagram.
But why is there? God.
It's like culturally significant, so they made a card out of it. But there's like many different kinds of that egg.
Oh
you could
my God! Look at this eBay page of all the eggs.
Yeah, see, you could collect all those different eggs.
$8 egg, $40 egg.
That one's the top one's $1,000 egg, $500
$500 egg,
$800 egg.
The PSA 10.
So you think I should have a dozen eggs, but they're all baseball cards?
You should be an egg man. You should have the collector's dozen.
Yeah, I'll start this collection. Oh,
all right.
$1,000 though. That's a lot for a card with a picture of an egg on it.
Well, I hope you get lucky in a pool.
I feel like the way to do this, so I'm trying to process in my head. I think what we do, Jeff, and I don't want to step in on your idea in any way. I think we get a bunch of egg cartons and we buy a bunch of different various types of eggs that are graded. Egg cards that are graded. Gavin has to pick a carton and he doesn't know where the greatest egg is. He can end up with a bunch of rotten eggs. He can end up with a bunch of fucking shitty egg cards. He can end up with a great card. I feel like that's the way to do this. Instead of just buying every egg.
So
I'm
you're
just
going
throwing
to
it out
make
there.
it so that I can miss out on a good egg.
I want you to potentially open a box of rotten egg cards, just like the shittiest egg cards available. And then be like, oh, behind this box is the PSA 10. This is the greatest egg card of all time, apparently, according to eBay at this moment.
What a fucking stupid thing to put on a baseball card.
What else is, other than eggs, what else that's not anything to do with baseball have they put on a card?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I don't know. I really don't. Allen and Ginter, this line, they do this kind of shit every year. They
And this isn't old. This isn't an old egg. This is 2019.
Yeah.
Well, the egg might be old.
It's the egg that dethroned Stormy Jenner on Instagram as the most liked photo.
Why do people care about the egg?
I don't know.
Okay. It's just there has to be a reason.
I just think it's ridiculous and stupid, and that if I had to describe Gavin, that would be the two words I use.
I thought you were going to expand on that. I thought you were going to double down on those being the words you would use.
No, that's the word. And the egg was originally posted on Instagram as an experiment by an unidentified Londoner, and the pic soared to 30 million likes. So, for all I know, Gavin, you could have been the one that posted the egg in the first place. You are also British.
This is
true. It could have been.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
You
I'm on
can't
you.
argue that. You are British. I think it might be you. I think that's the only classification we need. That's all the evidence.
Might have just been identified. And he likes eggs, and he likes to say the word egg, and he named my cat Egg once.
That's true. Is there a special word for stealing eggs? Like, you know how, some items, it's
what
just
do you mean?
called theft, but if you steal an apple, it's scrumping.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't. I didn't know Apple had its own thing.
Oh, you never
Why
went
is it called
scrumping as a
scrumping?
child?
What
No.
the fuck is
What
that?
is scrumping?
Oh, is that
What are you
is that a
talking
British
about?
thing? Oh, I might find a new English thing.
What is? You mean just picking apples?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I haven't looked up scrumping. I'm pretty sure it just means you've nicked someone else's apples off their tree.
The Cambridge Dictionary definition is to steal fruit such as apples from trees.
Right, yeah, so we need what's the egg equivalent of scrumping? How do you scrump an egg?
Hold on, let me Google that. How do you?
And you seem annoyed by this.
No, you said scrumping like it was a legal term. Like people have gone to jail for scrumping. Like it is a thing that is tried.
Well, Am I wrong? It's a name for stealing fruit.
It is. It is 100% a name for stealing fruit.
Did Andrew leave?
I think we lost him.
No, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
We lost you for a second. Now
You lost you for a second. What was your response?
To what?
Am I wrong?
Are you wrong about what? I don't understand what you're asking me. What happened? I feel like I missed your question.
Well,
I
you
just asked
disappeared
it
again.
again.
What do you mean? What was the question? Sorry, I'm reading about other words for scrumping.
I will say, if you Google how do you scrump an egg, Google responds with, "We think you mean how do you scramble an egg." In here, we'll tell you.
Can the title of this episode be "How do you
scrump an egg?" Yeah.
So I didn't know. This is
Humpty. Nick said Humpty Dumpting.
I didn't.
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpting. That's another thing. Another reason why Gavin should love collecting eggs is we had the whole Humpty Dumpty discussion about this is becoming a very egg-centric podcast lately.
We had shit last time and eggs this time.
I guess the Humpty Dumpty thing. Yeah.
Eric says, "Is there a gray area between scrumping and foraging?" Yeah, I guess so. Like if it's not a private tree, I assume it's foraging. If it's an owned tree or if you're trespassing for the apples, that's probably scrumping.
Is scrumping a big problem in England?
I don't know if it's a problem. I feel like it's just like a light crime that school kids do because it's a little bit cheeky. Because I assume most people don't give a shit if you take their bramleys off the tree.
So in America, we have, like, you'll go by private property, you'll see signs posted that say, like, posted no trespassing, violators will be shot, stuff like that. Do you see in England, are there signs on trees that say, like, no scrumping, scrumpers will be prosecuted, posted?
Scrumpers will be shot.
Scrumpers will be shot on site?
I bet I think there has been a no scrumping sign at some point.
We need to make a no scrumping shirt.
Dude,
It just looks like
that might be... If I put a no scrumping sign on my front lawn, that would... I think that'd be excellent. It would be very confusing to a lot of people.
I'd love to hear what people say.
We should...
What the rule is.
Screw the shirt. We should sell no scrumping yard signs that people can post in their yard or their private property.
I feel like that would be such a stressful thing if you're like, okay, we got these people. You're in this field, okay? No scrumping allowed. If you scrump, you're out of the game. And just seeing what people like have to process what scrumping even means, I'd never guess it would be picking apples.
I love it without the ing, like to scrump.
You see that tree? You scrumped it. That fucking scrumper with his bag of apples. You see all those pies? Those pies are the product of scrumping.
Got like black market scrumped pies. I love the idea of a conversation in prison. Like, what are you in for? About scrumping.
Grand scrumping. I stole an 18-wheeler verse of eggs. It's grand scrump larceny.
What is this, Eric? Scrumping badgers.
Oh, badgers scrump. Probably, yeah. They're scrumpers.
Instead of like teardrops for kills, it's apples for theft for scrumps. Every apple scrump.
We should just sell we should make a shirt that has a badger with the no circle and line around it. It just says scrumper at the bottom of it.
Yeah, so I think the next merch meeting should be scrumping centric.
Scrumper, no scrumping. Oh my God, that's great.
Wow.
Well, that just landed in our laps. I hope the audience sat through the sports portion at the beginning of the podcast to hear this. Jesus. I did not expect that dumb egg baseball card, which, by the way, I bought 6 weeks ago and I've been meaning to bring up. I did not expect it to go the route of scrumping. That what a gift.
I don't. It's funny. So scrumping can be any tree that's owned, like any fruit. It doesn't even have to be a tree. What if it's like a bush situation? Is that scrumping? Is it stealing the fruit off of a thing that somebody else's owns?
Is that a book called Scrumping by Harry Newhouse, an erotic short story on the consequences of apple thievery? Oh,
Wait.
my God.
Is this on eBay? How do we get this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
Wait a
It's on Amazon. It's free on Kindle.
Is the story of Adam and Eve a scrump story? Is that what was the tree?
What do they call it? The original sin? The original scrump. Adam and Eve is the original scrump. That's how it all went wrong. Oh, my God.
That was the origin of all sin, was a cheeky scrump.
Original sin is a scrump. It's like humanity began, according to the Bible. Humanity began with scrumping. It's like they say that prostitution is the oldest known profession in the world, but it's not. It's scrumping.
I'm just imagining somebody getting pulled over with a giant sack of apples in their backseat, sweating.
You know when like a cop is searching something and they see something of criminal activity and they just grab their gun? So they just see the big crate of apples.
He like looks at it and goes, "You're going pretty fast there, man. Everything okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I was speeding." He sees the bag of apples in the back and he just touches it and he goes, "Ma'am," steps back and goes, "Ma'am, I need you to get out of the car right now.
Get out of the car right now.
Hands on the car, hands on the car."
They drive by a cop car, like the lights aren't on yet. They just see it on the side of the road. Pour the apples out. Pour the apples out. They're just throwing apples out the window.
Eat the apples quick.
We should, oh my God, we should read this story. We should do like a we should do like a face shoulder episode where we just read the scrumping story for the audience.
Yeah, I think that's good. And this is maybe something to do after the jet ski stunt. We'll make a scrumped pie.
Holy shit. I never viewed eating a pie as potentially a criminal offense. This has changed my life dramatically. Scrumping. Wow.
Oh, man. I feel like I learned so much today.
It's been an educational one.
So fucking stupid.
Do they make garlic like apples? Are there different variations of garlic?
Are you asking if you could scrump garlic?
No. I mean, I would never publicly discuss scrumping of any kind. But I meant in the sense of there's a Granny Smith, there's a Fuji, there's a Mac. There are different variants of garlic.
There's
in
like
the same way that
there's
are
like elephant
apples.
garlic, right?
I need to get more familiar with garlic. I have never gone into a grocery store and seen a sign that says these apples are new. But they're inventing apples all the time.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Well, like the apples are constantly being invented. They're constantly making new apples, but I've never gone into a grocery store and been like, this apple just released. It just came out. You got to try this apple.
Like someone's bred a new apple.
Like they don't release like new apples don't drop like albums.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, and they should. They should. I feel like people are just like apples are. People don't realize how recent apples are.
Oh man!
I feel like
What's the newest
Pink Lady.
Is that the newest mainstream apple?
All right, hold on. I gotta Google this. What's the newest apple?
Yeah.
Why won't this podcast end?
Newest apple. I don't know. I don't even know where this is. Is this But this we're making shit. Like this has gotta.
Why don't we cut
it just
all this
gives me
shit
new
about...
iPhones. Come on, man. I want an apple. What is the newest apple?
Fruit.
We could cut all the shit about Alien and Prometheus and put this in. This is better.
It's got Cosmic Crisp. Ooh.
Look at that, a Cosmic Crisp.
That
sounds delicious.
That sounds delicious. We could call the episode Cosmic Crisp.
When did it come out? When did the Cosmic Crisp release?
Yeah, I can tell you. Cosmic Crisp is an American apple. Fuck yeah, best country in the world with the variety designation WA38. Breeding began in 1997 at the Washington State University Tree Fruit Research and Extension Center in Wenatchee, Washington. Initially overseen, who cares? So 97. They started breeding in 97.
Like
there's more recent apples than that. That's
when they began. That's when breeding began. That doesn't necessarily mean that's when they finished it. It was first planted for commercial use in the spring of 2017.
See? 2017. We got a new apple within the last 5 years.
Yeah. No, that's
I've never gone to a grocery store and seen a sign being like, this apple just dropped. Like, come try this apple. I'd be way more excited about fruit.
This apple just dropped is great.
It's amazing. It's amazing that we haven't heard more about Cosmic Crisp, which sounds like a weed flavor, by the way. Listen to this. Promotion and marketing. A $10 million consumer launch of the product was funded by Washington State Agricultural Promotion Funds through the Washington Apple Commission. There is something called the Washington Apple Commission, and they did a $10 million promotional and marketing campaign for the Cosmic Crisp. I never fucking heard of it.
That's crazy, because that's a crowded market, the Apple game.
Yeah, Apple game's fucking, it is.
It's hard to get in amongst the big dogs.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, how does that work? Can I go to a grocery store and find what was it? Cosmic
Crisp,
whatever?
New Apple launch that lasts for a year. That's part of its strength, is that it sits on shelves for a long time.
Okay, so it doesn't. This sounds like a great apple.
Well,
I think we need to try to find a Cosmic Crisp.
It is a crossbreed of the Honey Crisp and the Enterprise. Oh my God, we have gotten really scrump heavy without even trying.
We got like a weekly Apple news.
We're become like an Apple podcast. This is interesting.
It's just something I don't understand. I feel like there'd be a lot of enthusiasm for a new fruit type.
That's
and they just
crazy, though. There's a newer Apple than the company.
That's a newer Apple.
Yeah.
Than the,
Oh, there's so many. I feel like Red Delicious came out in like 2002, and people love that apple.
I wonder if
Popular
anybody who's a comment leaver or anybody who just listens to this podcast who wouldn't mind leaving a comment, if any of you work or know somebody who works with the Washington Apple Commission, I would love to know what your job is like.
Apparently, Cosmic Crisps are shipping nationwide November 8th.
Is it a seasonal apple?
Is it like this year?
I don't
This
know.
upcoming November 8th? Will this be the first run of Cosmic Crisps?
Dude,
Or did they get invented in...
We have
United
got...
States November following the new ship date of November 8th. You have got
this
to-
year! November 8th, 2021! The apples are about to drop! We have a month till Apple launch! Holy shit!
November is like usually like, oh, there's a Halo game coming out. So nope,
Call of Duty
Apple.
and Cosmic
I'm gonna go
Crisp.
to my grocery store and see if I can pre-order a Cosmic Crisp.
If your favorite store doesn't carry Cosmic Crisp, talk to the produce department manager and ask for it by name. Can you imagine
Okay.
doing that?
Oh.
Until you just shove it up your ass.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, I'm gonna do
Guys,
it.
we've got to
need Cosmic
get
Crisp in my life.
we've got to get Cosmic Crisps on launch day and film a special video of us eating them. This is a big damn deal.
Oh, this is amazing.
It's
All right, we
this
should.
is great.
That's a gorgeous logo. We can buy them online. And the world is going to shut the fuck
is this?
down on November 8th
Oh.
when we celebrate Cosmic Crisp drop date.
They got
Boom.
juice.
They
got Cosmic Crisp juice.
It's 100% pure pressed apples. Woo! That's
Wait.
going to be tasty.
Is that available now? Can I get a little sneak preview of what the apple will taste like? Can I just buy that apple juice now?
Apple in liquid form.
Oh man, this is exciting.
Oh shit, dude! They have lots of products. They have Cosmic Crisp cider. They have an apple spiralizer that's Cosmic Crisp branded. That's a little silly.
Nobody's allowed to get the dried apple slices. That's a spoiler. That's a future spoiler. I think you have to stay to juice. Liquid versions of it.
That is true. We have to stay to juice. We can only
If you want a
pre-drink.
little
We
taste,
can't pre-eat.
you could go with the juice.
Yeah.
Where can
Maybe
I
there's
buy
like a
this?
live stream launch event that we could host.
Wow, you can buy 120 ounces. That would be great. That would be great. Attention, Washington Apple Commission. We want to host your live stream. We're interested in doing business with you. Oh, Gavin, we're fucked. There is nothing in our zip code.
Ah, shit. We might have to travel.
Yeah. I'll travel. I will absolutely. Andrew, you said yesterday that you wanted to give a Cosmic Crisp update.
Oh, I do. I have a brief update. Obviously, apples, the top fruit, a top tier fruit. It's not a substantial, but I reached out to the Cosmic Crisp people, and I got a reply, and I got other contact information. So we need to figure out what we want to ask them, or I guess request. But
We want apples that we can review and talk about.
okay.
And
Everyone's saying
also, we want to be listed as official spokespeople for the Cosmic Crisp.
See, that's why I asked. Now we have a direct line.
You're making it sound like it was a brand new apple, though. But apparently people have been eating them for years.
Well, they beta tested around, I'm sure, like anything. Like I saw some people say, hey, I live in Washington and we've had this apple for about a year. It's really good. And then I've also heard other people say, like, yeah, I've been eating caramel crisp all year. And it's like, that's not the apple, buddy. It's Cosmic Crisp. You're confused. I think a lot of people are confused because they hear the word cosmic and they hear the word crisp because it's the combination of two other apples, I believe.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of people that think they're eating Cosmic Crisp because they recognized a word, not both words.
So
Interesting.
if I'm eating, you should get some apples, Jeff. If I'm going to eat this banana, you need to get some apples.
I'd
just
love
bite in
to.
and like figure out the range of flavors and textures. Because it's crazy you don't know.
You know, it's funny. I have it listed right here as things to talk about today. Apple rank. I think that we should start ranking apples. I think this would be an interesting direction for us to go in. If we could create like the official Apple ranking guide so that people know, we could come up with texture, flavor, crispiness, whatever we determine, and then we could become the authority on apples.
I'm a big fan of this. Apple is genuinely my favorite fruit. It's a great fruit.
Are you serious? It's such a nothing fruit to me. It's
Get
just
the
such
fuck
filler.
out of here.
It's like, I'm never going to go and buy one.
It is.
Never.
Oh,
No,
I buy
I'm
a
with
shit
Gavin.
ton of apples. They're great.
I'm with Gavin. That's why this is important, Andrew. Through your love of apples, you're gonna introduce it to us and probably the rest of the world who thinks that an apple is nothing more than a bog standard fruit.
I am not going to take this fucking apple slander by a guy that can't eat a chocolate bar and someone who can't spell health. I'm not taking it right now. Apple is a top tier #1 fruit, and it will be established. It's a great juice. It's a great pie. It's just great by itself. It's portable. It's fantastic. I don't think I've just eaten a banana off the counter since I was maybe 10. It's
Why don't
probably
you just
been
go
like
and
17 years.
Go to the
I don't
kitchen and get one.
I don't have bananas. Why would I have bananas?
Everyone has bananas.
I don't have bananas. I don't like bananas. I never buy bananas.
No one in your family has them?
Go get a
Yeah,
fucking apple, Gavin, right now. Everybody has apples. I got a dozen of them in my fridge. Go eat an apple.
You keep apples in the fridge?
Of course I do. Preserve them. You put them in the fruit crisper section, the drawer. You put them...
No, it's too cold. You're gonna be
No, it's not. No, it's not. It preserves them. It maintains the crisp.
I'm a room temperature apple guy I am an apple guy.
What you're declaring is I am a psychopath guy, is what you're saying by saying that statement. You do
Apples don't need to be refrigerated, man.
They preserve better.
Well, what you don't buy as many.
How long are you holding on to these apples?
I'll buy like 12 apples and I'll just eat them. I'll eat them as I go.
A Cosmic Crisp is going to last you a fucking year.
That's true.
So
that is the perk
12
about
apples
the
will
Cosmic
last you
Crisp.
12 months.
I'm telling you, I will go down in the fridge and just go to town like a fucking horse. I will eat like...
You'll go down to
3 of those
Appletown?
things. I will go to Appletown. I love an apple. It's great. This might be a divisive opinion. Not an apple or peanut butter guy. Don't like those at all. I don't
That's
like
fucking
that
great.
at all. I love
think I've ever
both
had that.
independently. It's a popular snack. Don't like them together. Whenever I do it, I end up just eating the peanut butter by itself and the apple by itself. Two great things independent.
You sounded so legitimately angry when you went, I don't like it at all.
At all.
There was so much emphasis there.
It's just genuine. It's a genuine dislike.
What's your go-to apple?
See, I don't want to say it because I don't want to put my apple on the spot. I do have one. If we're going to rank
Right,
them,
and
I
also,
don't want you.
You don't want to insult the Cosmic Crisp people.
No, well, I've never had one. So it's very possible the Cosmic Crisp could be. I haven't had the joy of tasting it yet.
I think
But it could be
my
high
favorite
ranked.
apple, definitely the Granny Smith. It's a good apple.
It's a great apple. The Granny Smith is a fantastic apple.
Very
I definitely,
tart.
I'd put it in the top 7 for sure of apple types.
Top 7?
Top 7.
7.
Yeah,
so there
it's
are
a top
potentially
7.
6 apples you like better.
How many apple types can you name off the top of your head?
Not many. But I
hope
know I've had a
7.
variety. Nah, let's see. I can name ones I hate. The fucking Macintosh is a trash bottom tier apple. I don't know if I want to reveal the other ones because I feel like all the ones coming to mind right now
That's
are
fair.
my greatest hits
It's-
of apples, and I don't want to reveal my hand. I don't want to tip off in any way.
Why don't you want
for
to show your
review.
apple hand?
Because I don't want Jeff to potentially be influenced or for either of you to be like, shitty apple, like just to try to fucking get under my apple skin. Don't like it.
He's right. He's right because I absolutely
skin.
will do that and was planning on doing it. No, it's a good call, Andrew.
You
should keep your apples close to your vest. Yeah,
I will.
Close to
I'll
your
keep
chest.
them in my fridge. Actually, is where I'm going to keep them because it preserves
That's
them.
pointless. That's
No.
pointless.
You're a maniac.
That's ridiculous. You're just taking up fridge space.
Could somebody look up? Eric, could you look up? Should I be refrigerating my apples?
They're not. You don't buy them refrigerated.
No, you don't. But I think it extends their ripeness.
If it's in the fridge in the store, stick it in the fridge. General rule.
I'm trying to think. Is there an exception to that rule? Outside of fruit for me. Bread? I put my bread in the fridge too.
Yes, there are items that say refrigerate upon opening. So like barbecue sauce, shit like that. You can buy it on the shelf, but then once you open it, it has to be refrigerated.
Eric, I'm going to do more research beyond this, but Eric sent a thing that says apples should be stored unrefrigerated for about 7 days after purchase. Apples refrigerated too soon lose flavor and sweetness.
Ooh!
So, that could be wrong.
You've been cutting off your apples at the flavor knees for years.
You know what that though? That's a fucking statement about how delicious apples are. Because if I've been fucking chopping them at the knees for years and I still have them a 9 out of 10, they're gonna be fucking 10.
You've been eating handicapped apples and they're still good.
Yeah, they've been reduced qualitied apples and they're still top tier for me. It's an A+. Top of the mountain.
Do you know what you're about to do? You're going to expand. Your whole world is about to open up when you get a full flavored apple.
Oh, it's going to be like seeing color for the first time, I assume.
Yeah,
congratulations. It's going to be life-changing. I can't wait.
Feel like, storage aside, I just wouldn't want to bite into a cold apple. I feel like it'd be like biting a lump of ice cream. It'd just be like, ugh.
I don't, they don't get that cold. I don't know what
I guess
you're
they're
talking
not frozen.
about. No, they're not frozen. That's a terrible comparison.
Oh, I just realized I'm about to embark on a whole Apple weekend, and I didn't even tell you guys about it.
What?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And this is my third Apple weekend that I've had, and I realized that it's not something that's ever come up or that we've discussed, but I have Apple-centric vacations, and it's never crossed my mind to talk about it on this podcast.
Are you doing like Scrumpvember or something? What's going on?
I'm sorta. We're recording this. We have already recorded at this point. We haven't in real life yet, but in podcast life we have. We're doing a special thing next week where we're all going to eat apples together. I'm very excited about that. We have the Cosmic Crisp launch coming up.
I meant to ask about that. I know that was put on the schedule. I wasn't listening when that conversation happened. What is that? What are we doing?
I like that your favorite part of the week. You can't bring yourself to listen the entire time.
No. It was It was after. It was after the episode. It was after I ate the chocolate, and I was like completely zoned out.
And I thought over.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about when we'd record the next episode. I did not realize that this is an Apple event of some kind. We're eating.
Yeah, we're all gonna get the Cosmic Crisps, and we're gonna eat Cosmic Crisps together, and then review them. It's an Apple event.
Okay, it's an Apple event, and it's okay. I'll look at the calendar.
It's on the calendar. I don't know.
Yeah,
we all agree.
And it's not an episode. It's specifically we're gonna eat apples to talk about it. Like, what is this?
We're gonna review the Cosmic Crisp we've been talking about for months.
Now
that it's finally out.
I'm just asking. Okay, I'm ready for the Apple event.
So can you do it on that day or not?
What day was it?
Oh my
God! It was the day you agreed to. What do you care what you're doing on that day? You agreed to the time. What does it matter what we fill that time with?
I'll be there. Well, I don't know when, but I'll be there.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know when it is, but I'll
Andrew
be there.
Has strict requirements about what he'll show up for.
No, I want to show up for it. I just didn't know it was its own thing. I thought we were scheduling the next
November
episode.
9th from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time, Cosmic Crisp Apple event.
Now, how many weeks will
that's
that
11
be?
a.m. That's 11 a.m. your time next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that now. I remember that part. 11 a.m. Yeah, got it. I'm excited to eat an apple.
I'm excited to eat a Cosmic Crisp and see if it's any good.
I am concerned about your Apple thing because I feel as though I am strongly the Apple guy of this podcast, but if you're taking vacations based around scrumping, it sounds like, I don't know if I can hold that title.
I didn't say it had anything to do with scrumping,
You
but
said it
I'm
was
glad that you
Apple-centric.
mentioned Apple-centric. But scrumping implies stealing apples. I'm not stealing anything. I will say, though, this brings up another excellent point. I'm pretty sure last episode we were talking about all the fucking merchandise that we may or may not be making that nobody can remember when it's coming out. In all of that conversation, I think we forgot the fucking scrumping sign is coming out or is already out at this point when this airs.
Oh,
I think
be
it comes
long out. Comes out tomorrow, I think, to buy. So this will be oldness.
What is today, like November 3rd or something? 4th?
Today is November 7th.
November 5th.
What is going on? Today's the 4th. It comes out on the 5th. Where did the 7th come
why
from?
does it fucking matter to the people listening?
I don't know, but you're talking about it.
I'm constantly confused when people sat in front of a computer don't know the date or time when it's right in front of them, no matter what the operating system, it's just right there.
Anyway, I hope you bought a scrumping sign and they're not already sold out. If they are, we'll order more. And if they're not, buy a fucking scrumping sign so they sell out and we have to buy more.
I don't know why we're doing this. To be fair.
Well, I don't know why you're doing this.
This is my fault. I wasn't listening when this was agreed upon. I don't really know what this is. I don't know why we're doing it.
We explain what this is.
And this all came from
but
you.
I don't know, why are we doing this outside of an episode?
Why would we do it? Because we're trying to be timely.
Because we want to hit when the apples hit, man.
Apples are hot right now.
Never timely. We've never been
First
timely.
time for everything. This is also the first time we've ever been here and ready to go for a worldwide global apple drop. This shit doesn't happen all the time, man.
I'm aware, and we is a strong word. We is a strong word for this Apple experience.
You had more than a week to figure out how to get an apple in your hand.
It's true.
I couldn't get one. What do you fucking... I can't grow a tree in a week. What are you talking...
I'm sorry.
We didn't grow
They don't
trees,
have it.
dude. We didn't. Eric didn't say, all right, everybody go home and grow a fucking apple tree. No.
Oh, no, you know what he
on
did?
the internet
He
and shipped them to
posted a
him.
link with more online stores for the U.S.
You're the fucking apple guy. You should have apples coming out of your ears, dude. Come on.
I even suggested get a Honeycrisp and an Enterprise and Frankenstein and Apple together. Even that wasn't possible for Andrew.
Listen, I tried. I looked everywhere. I even tried to buy a fucking Enterprise tree. Couldn't get it in time. Couldn't find one that would ship it to me.
No wonder you're so obsessed with apples. Canada is the Sahara Desert of apples. There's an apple drought. You can't get one. When you see it, everybody on the street probably stops to look at it. They're like, oh my God, it's the apple. We don't get those in Canada. They're impossible to find.
You looked for an Enterprise tree? You didn't just like...
Yeah, well, I looked for the
grow an
Enterprise
apple in a week
first. I looked for the apple first, and the only thing I could find were trees.
Okay.
And then I was just like, well, it'd be kind of funny if I bought a tree.
I don't want to get back into
No, you don't have to. Jeff, tell me about the Cosmic Crisp.
Y'all got me yelling again. Okay, here we go. I was not in the yelling phase of face anymore. Don't forget to bleep that one. Cosmic Crisp, infinite possibilities, the classically bred cross between an Enterprise and a Honeycrisp apple.
Are you ready for the Cosmic Crisp reveal?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is, Andrew, you can't see, but I'll show you a video later.
Can we get a drum roll? Oh, shit!
Oh.
Looks like an apple.
Yeah, it looks like...
100% what I thought when I opened
like
the
a
box,
fucking-
and I just went, oh, these are just apples.
Doesn't even look... They're not even shiny, really. It's
I
kind
like
of a
the
muted...
little foam cutouts for the stems.
It's kind of a muted apple. Sort of a flat...
Like a matte apple.
Like it's a matte apple, or maybe like eggshell apple. At best, it's eggshell.
How's your apple, Andrew? How's it look?
I don't... this is a bit. This is all a bit to fuck with me. We're reviewing a thing I can't eat, and this whole
what don't
segment
you
is
think
describing a thing you're not letting me see.
Do you want us to... Oh, you don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
an
that's
answer.
good. That works.
FaceTime you and apple?
Hey, dummy, look. I got a box of apples.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm in. Now I'm back in.
Oh,
the
good.
Those
Hey,
are some good looking
Jeff,
apples.
Andrew's in.
Those are some... I'm back in now.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm
Okay.
just looking at a Discord chat by myself, listening to you describe apples. Let me go full screen.
Right.
Dude, that's what the audience is doing.
Yeah, what do you think the podcast is?
Well, it's, it sucks to not see. What is happening with this fucking Discord thing?
Anyway,
Why? Just let me go full screen. No, I'm
I'm going to let you guys select your apple.
Damn it.
Just swearing in the background.
Go ahead and select your apple, Gavin.
Now, Andrew...
Who's picking?
I think I'm gonna
Who's
go,
picking an apple
I'm going to go
first?
for 1A.
Gavin in the top corner
He went for
apple.
one.
Because this looks the glossiest.
It is. It's a glossy.
Yeah,
They're
that's
all
a
pretty
good-
glossy.
This one very matte.
Yeah.
Very
Now,
flat.
Andrew, I need to select an apple, and I'd like, as an apple expert, I'm a bit of an apple novice. I did just have an apple weekend. I don't want to talk about it here because it's not official podcast content. This is supplemental content, and we only talk about supplemental things. I don't want the podcast to bleed into the supplemental content. We know that. However, I'm curious, as an Apple enthusiast, but relatively new, would you help me pick out an apple? Now, do I want to go for size? Do I want to go for dark, light, sheen,
Oh, we
matte?
could do
Like,
claw
what?
game. You say left and right.
Oh, we could do claw game.
I don't want to help you at all, to be completely honest. I feel like you've been trying to come for my fucking apple throne, and I feel like there's clearly a bullshit apple. There's two of them. that I can see. Maybe more. There's like 3 bullshit in that box.
Well, pick his apple for
and I
him.
feel like you're going to grab it.
Pick the apple, and then I'll pick the one you.
No,
You're controlling my hand, Andrew. Go for it.
No, I'm not controlling anything. I'm letting you pick your apple and exposing yourself as the rookie apple person that you
All
are.
right, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to close my eyes. And I want you to spin the box around,
Okay.
and I'm just going to grab the first apple. There's no way I can pick a bullshit apple
Close your eyes.
intentionally. Nick, you're going to verify mine. I'm not even looking at
your
it.
soul.
All right, look.
Hang
Your
on.
bullshit
Wait,
apple
wait.
soul
Okay,
will be
hang on.
guided
Okay,
to the bad apple.
Okay, we're moving it. We're moving it. Okay.
I have no idea
Whenever
what's
you're
going
ready,
on.
you just put your hand in. Okay, which one?
I
You're
don't know.
touching all of them.
I'm
Great
touching
job.
two. I'm going to touch this one.
Cool.
I don't know what this one is.
There you go.
This is my apple.
Ah, fuck. That was a good apple. He got a good one. He grabbed a good one.
Way to go.
Right.
Fuck.
Oh, I got number
was good.
3507. What number are you?
3507.
3507. That
All
must
right.
be the batch.
That must be the batch
box.
number. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say, well, first I'm going to save my.
Immediate impressions.
Sticker.
This is a very spherical apple.
Yeah.
It's very nice and round.
Mine's a tall apple.
Are you saving? Are you putting your sticker on your wallet?
I'm going to put my sticker on my driver's license
fun.
so I have it. Yeah.
On your driver's license?
Just so I have it in my wallet. It's protected. I know where it is.
I'm going to put mine on my
take it
green
later.
card.
On your...
Do you guys, that's a good idea. Okay, well, I think we should go around the room and then leave our final apple impressions. Let's do on a face scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
10 being the best apple on Earth.
Right.
1 being the worst apple on Earth.
Uh-huh.
Gavin, where do you rate the Cosmic Crisp based on the 75% of the apple that you've eaten thus far?
What's the scale? We doing numbers?
Are you Andrew?
What happened? Am I being pranked now? I was making eye contact when I told you the fucking thing.
I'll be honest,
I was looking right at you. You were looking at me. I told you what the fucking scale was and why.
Let me be honest with you. I leant back just back then, and I did a little apple burp, and I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
1 to 10, guy. Hey, hold on. How's an apple burp puke?
It was just tastes like apple. It was just like the last bit. It just came back up.
Yeah. 1 to 10.
5, 6.
What 6? And how would you rate apples in general?
6.
So you think it's a bog standard apple? Like
Just
you
an
said.
apple.
It's just
it's
no better or worse than any other apple you've ever eaten.
I would do apples like this. Every apple is a 6 out of 10, including this one, except Granny Smith, which is 6.5.
Eric.
Not a big. I mean, apples are fine. I don't have anything for or against them. I feel like sometimes they give me indigestion. I think they're just okay. 5, like every other apple I've ever eaten that's red. It's
Andrew's
just,
going to be livid after
it's
that.
just
Nick.
5. Total middle of the road. There are better apples. There are worse apples.
Okay.
Wait. What's a better apple to you? And where would it rank?
Envy apple, at least a 7. And then Pink Lady.
Pink Lady's a good apple.
About an 8.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wow. So Nick puts this 3 below a Pink Lady. Gavin, you put it 0.5 below the best apple.
Yeah.
Eric, you don't give a fuck
All right,
about
so-
apples.
5. It's fine.
Andrew, what would you? I know you didn't get to taste it, but before I give my impressions, do you want to throw yours just on site? Overall experience watching us eat it. What do you think you'd give this apple?
Are you asking me to hypothetically rate what this delicious looking apple tastes like? Are you trying to
based on the data set that you have in front of you?
And based on this information.
Okay. So just to like further pour salt in the wound, you want me to get in the space that I'm actually able to taste this delicious apple and give it a score?
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
Then when you get one for real, we can compare it
Then
to
we'll
the
see
real
if you were
one.
right. Yeah.
I'm going to give this apple. Glue content was pretty good. Sticker placement, pretty good. Size, packaging, solid. Nice shine on the red. Not too waxy. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay.
8 out of 10.
All right.
The guy didn't have one.
I would say I'm a little kinder than these guys. I think the average apple is a 6.85 on average. Like a bog standard apple is a 6.85. I would give this apple 7.6. I think it's better than an average apple.
That's
I enjoyed
pretty
it.
high.
I'm going to give it. It's not a full point higher than your average bog standard apple, but I would say it's 0.8 higher or so. So 0.85, whatever that shakes out to be. So 7.6 is what I give this apple. So we got a 5, we got a 6, we got a 5. Andrew gave it an 8. He never even fucking tasted it. He gave it an 8, and I gave it a 7.6.
Andrew, when did you start trying to get this apple?
3 weeks ago.
Average score of 6.32.
6.32
Wow.
is where the the Cosmic Crisp sits on the Apple scale.
Should we put it on the leaderboard that we've got?
Yeah, we'll need to. That's the first Apple to be entered on the leaderboard. We'll have to try another one and see how throw it up there.
You know what? I have multiple things I want to apologize for because we haven't recorded since the Cosmic Crisp review. I was came in a little hot. I was sick at that time, didn't realize it. I thought just bad sleep. I want to issue a formal apology to everybody.
Oh,
I don't think it was a trap. I appreciate it. I think the Apple fell against how do I not turn my apology into an insult?
that's a great question.
I don't think there's I don't think the room was filled. Nick seemed very Apple qualified. I think the rest of the people in the process of the review seemed a little less Apple qualified, not their favorite fruit. Kind of a strange. It would be like if I reviewed a banana. But not to that extreme.
What are we qualified at?
The main point I wanted to apologize for is I said it was a trap. I said you guys, it felt like a prank. You guys didn't fail. It was Cosmic Crisp. They failed. They failed me. I reached out. I sent messages, no replies. I tried my best to get their product. It is not your guys' fault that I was not able to secure one. It's Cosmic Crisp's fault. So I apologize for the heat. I apologize for the declaration of revenge.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, then let me apologize, Andrew, for something real fast. Because since that moment, I'm on the Cameo, and I do some cameos from time to time. And since that moment, every Canadian cameo I've gotten, of which there have been, it's been a week, so there have probably been 6 or 7. I have potentially turned those cameos into questions about how the fuck apples work in Canada and why you weren't able to get one, and asking them if they could get Cosmic Crisps. And so far, nobody's gotten back to me. I kind of turned it around on them and made them all put them to work. But I did maybe get a little spicy talking about your inability to get an apple to other Canadians. So I apologize for that.
Okay.
Did you eventually get one, Andrew?
No, I still haven't got one. I'm still looking. I'm on them. I'm trying. I'm putting out feelers. I'm going on websites.
Gav, imagine being a guy who loves apples. Consider not an expert, but certainly an apple enthusiast.
An enthusiast
who
without
a doubt, who lives in a country where apples aren't readily available. That's got to be a hard life for you.
I got a lot of apples. I just don't got the Cosmic Crisp. I'm eating a Fuji right now. I got a Fuji on my desk. I got a Mandarin orange on my desk.
Ooh.
Is that from your private favorite apples list that you won't share with us?
You know what? I'm not saying it's on the list, but we're dabbling a little bit.
If he's eating it at home, that's got to be top 3.
Oh, Eric and Nick are they're taking that as confirmation.
There is very few apples I would refuse to just eat, or that I wouldn't buy. If I see an apple, if I'm walking by, I'll grab that apple. I'll grab it. If it's in a bag, I'll take it with me. I don't think there's any value to assuming that because I have it in my house means it is a top apple for me. It's a lot of good apples.
I don't understand why you would buy as such an enthusiast with such a refined apple palate. I don't know why you would buy a non-top apple. Why would you own a non-top apple in your house?
Because if I'm just going by the fruit section, I maybe don't want to go into the heart of the jungle, Jeff. I maybe am on the perimeter, and I'm like, you know what? Fuji isn't bad. I'll grab a Fuji. It's in a bag. Grab this bag of Fujis. Sometimes you don't want to go into the heart of the fruit section. It's big. It's a vast section of, you can get lost. They got organic products. Next thing you know, you got a whole fucking shopping cart of apples. You don't need that.
I would love to see you get lost in a fruit section.
When I bought bananas, as I said, I felt very lost. I felt very confused. I didn't know if I needed a bag. I didn't know if I needed to write stuff down. There's a code to certain fruits that I am not aware of.
Boy, we got dinged on codes. We made that dumb joke about how we had the serial numbers from the stickers on the apple.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a PLU code. It says it on it. We were just being silly. And that one angered a few people who work at grocery stores for some reason.
No, it's the batch. It was the batch number.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was fun. I enjoyed doing that supplemental review as much as it didn't sound like I did at the time. I had a great time.
And that's a little something for the audience if you're not aware. if you somehow missed it, we dropped, when the Apple dropped, a couple days after the Cosmic Crisp dropped, we dropped our review of it via the usual means, the podcasting platforms and whatnot, and the YouTube. But we didn't announce it ahead of time or anything. We just threw it out there. And it's not a full episode. It was just meant to be a review. Very angry Andrew. Very interesting. I thought it was a little different and a lot of fun, and I hope we do more stuff like that in the future.
The one criticism of the thing, it was very different. It felt, being able to see made a big difference for me. I think that's why, beyond being sick, I think that influenced my anger. Hearing you guys do a box opening and not being able to see the box or like review the thing was complicated.
But you were angry after you were watching us.
No, I was angry just in general, but it really, for you guys to be like, "Oh, it's a box filled with apples," and me just looking at a fucking Discord screen of nothing.
Well, that's how the audience feels.
Yeah, but the audience isn't supposed to fucking comment on the box. They're not adding to the recording.
Oh, they comment constantly, buddy.
Oh, they do. We do have a comment leave section, but you don't listen to a piece of audio expecting your comment to then impact the show that is currently happening.
Sure. I'll give
There's
you that.
a difference. I was supposed to be able to react to a thing. I was trying to conjure a fart during the Cosmic Crisp review the entire time as a protest move, and I just couldn't. It wasn't
You were gonna fart in the middle of us eating apples? You're an animal.
I was trying really hard. It was the only thing I could do. It's the only weapon I had, and I couldn't build it in time. The bomb was not ready. I should have went in prepared.
Oh, you know what I think we should do? While the Cosmic Crisp apples still exist at RT.
Yeah.
I think, and then Andrew, obviously, actually, maybe we should wait till you're able to get one. But the day you get a Cosmic Crisp, I think all of us, Nick and Eric included, should put a Cosmic Crisp apple in our fridge in the back, and then we all agree to pull it out 365 days later and eat it.
Yep.
I think we got it. We got to test. We got to test the longevity of the apple. It's one of their major bragging points. It's one of the major selling points about that apple.
What about when this winter all of my power goes off for 4 days? What do I do then?
You'll be fine because it's 20 degrees outside when your power goes off. The apples will be... I'll take it out of the fridge and put it outside. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Wait a second. You're the guy that was giving me shit about refrigerating my apples. Did you just ask me what would happen if you were not able to refrigerate an apple? Is that what just happened?
I'm saying if I'm like 10 months in.
Is that what just happened?
Am I like fridge locked to it?
Oh, so at what point does it become acceptable to like refrigerate an apple, according to you?
Well, no, my only point was I don't buy enough apples to need to store them that long.
Yeah.
I'll just eat them as they're out.
And it feels weird to eat a cold apple versus a room temperature apple.
Yeah.
I agree. But the selling point of that, but this is irrespective of Gavin and whatever we agree or disagree with in him. The major selling point of the Cosmic Crisp is that it lasts up to a year in a fridge. So I want to see that. I think we need to test it.
I agree. No, I completely agree. I think it's a great idea.
So the day you get your hand on a Cosmic Crisp, let us know and we'll figure it out on this end.
I just really want to find out if the 8 the rating stands for an apple you've eaten.
Yeah, I do too.
We'll find out. I learned that like the Granny Smith apple was made accidentally. Learned that the other day. One was just like throwing apples out her window and accidentally made the Granny Smith apple.
Wait, what?
The inventor of the Granny Smith apple accidentally made it. She was throwing crab apples out her window and they lived on like an orchard and it just happened to mix with a different type of apple and it created the Granny Smith apple. Complete accident.
That brings up a question I have.
What's so funny about that, Gavin? She died 2 years later. She never even got to live in the world of the Granny Smith apple.
Was her last name Smith?
It was her husband's last name, and they both died 2 years later, and then somebody bought the orchard and was like, I'll just call them Granny Smith apples, and then they became super famous.
What a sweet homage.
Yeah.
If they didn't realize what they'd come up with, though, why would it be a memorable story?
What do you mean? What are you asking? Sorry.
Yeah, what are you asking?
Did they know the success of the apple?
So she made the app. She would like make apples and apple pies and like sell them. And then she made this apple that was like, holy fuck, this is a good apple. People like this apple. It's a great baking apple. She had some success with it. And she had somebody come in and like characterize and be like, yeah, this is a new species of apple. She started growing it. Then she died. Then her husband died like shortly after. And then somebody just bought the orchard and just mass produced them. So she never got, like the person that created the Granny Smith apple has no real awareness of how popular it became. It didn't become like a huge success until after the guy bought everything.
So what if we just took every single known apple and had like a big food fight with 100 people throwing these apples? Would we potentially make an apple in the middle somewhere?
I don't.
Not. Oh, this is where I wanted to take this. That is phenomenal, Gavin. That's a great idea. I want us to make our own apple.
Okay.
Why not? Why not? That was a note I had written down, and I'm seeing you birth the idea in front of me. That's exactly what we need to do. I think we could do with a little bit more intent, but I love the random nature of it. But like the Cosmic Crisp was invented in our lifetimes, so why can't we invent the facer or whatever we call it?
The regulation apple.
Regulation apple. Oh, it's like it was meant to be. A regulation apple. That's what everybody needs. Then you know out the gate what you're getting. Oh, we've got to invent it. Oh, we have to invent an apple that's regulation.
So what are the requirements for crossbreeding? Do we need like one seed from one? Like, how does an apple make a baby?
I feel like from what it sounds like, we just need a viable window. We just need a good window to throw some apples out of.
Are we going to get into splicing?
I think you have to splice it.
I mean, Granny Smith didn't.
And Granny Smith did not splice.
It sounded like she just had a lawn full of rot that made an apple.
Yeah, it sounded like Granny Smith's backyard trash can just yielded unexpected results. Anyway, well, we'll look into it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to make an apple, but I think we could invent one. And then when we invent our own apple, here's where we go with it, right? So we invent the apple, takes the nation by storm, eventually the world, hopefully. Then we follow up with it. We're already working on it in the background because it's going to take a while. Then we follow up with our our badass hot cider, whatever that is, regulation cider. And people love cider. Great on a cold day. We can make, some people can mix booze with it if they're into that thing. I see a lot of potential for us here.
I apologize if we've already covered it. I feel like we led into this episode and then haven't actually touched on the thing. You wanted to create an unscrumpable bag. I feel like this also ties into that.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked earlier before I dove into that. I said, are we going to continue with apples or should I peel it back? Peel it back. Should I peel it back?
Right.
Because I don't want to dump a lot of energy on the Apple front if it's not a direction that the podcast is headed. You know, I don't want to just I just don't want to sit and retread old ground.
I have a Cosmic Crisp on my desk. I haven't eaten it yet. Haven't tried it yet. I have had it for like 5 days. It has been so hard not to eat any of these delicious apples. It's been in my mind constantly. I'm just staring at it. I'm excited to try this.
Are you going to have it today, or are you going to wait 361 more days?
No, I'm going to have it I have a whole bag of them, Gavin, so I'm going to save one in the fridge because we're going to do the year thing.
Yeah, do we, Gav, do you have any Cosmic Crisps right now?
No.
I don't either. I need to get one. We'll put them in.
I've got one on my desk at work if you didn't glue it to something or...
Are we recording next week like normal? Is everybody in town and recording like normal?
I will be around.
I'll be back.
Let's put our apples in next in the fridge next week.
We will.
Okay, but Andrew, I want you. But we'll put our apples in. The fridge year will begin next week. Andrew, I want to hear you eat this thing, and I want to hear it. Okay. I was reading some comments today from not regulation listeners, obviously comment leavers, who were mentioning how much they love it when we eat on camera. So, however, I think we should end on it and like a big thing.
What?
So
what?
Oh, he's just done it again, hasn't he? It was in his gullet while you were explaining it.
What?
Salad cream the fucking apple.
No.
He's mouth open, ears closed at all times.
That was your fault. You said you wanted me to do it, and you wanted it to be allowed. And so I took a big bite into the microphone. This is a delicious apple.
Hang on, Eric has a problem with what just happened. Eric,
this is a great apple.
I don't understand. I want you to be able to review the apple and everything. I don't understand. Whose fault is this?
Oh, it's Jeff's fault because he said, I want you to, his exact words were, I want you to eat the apple and I want it to be loud. So I immediately accommodated his request.
Hey, did you guys hear that at all when he took a bite? Did you guys hear a bite? Did you guys hear a bite at all? Or were you just surprised when he was chewing?
No, it's just in his mouth already.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Thank you.
What have people said about us eating on mic?
They love it. More, please. Somebody was like, I swear to God, every time I tune into an RT podcast, no matter what it is, somebody's eating and it's driving and they hated it. And I just thought that was funny.
Talking about food a lot.
This is a tart.
Wait, well, listen, we're talking. One of the things I wanted to do was talk about a little bit more food. But right now, I really think Andrew should just go.
This is a tart apple. This is a tart apple. This is a pretty apple. This is a big apple. Very crisp, not chewy, sweet. This is a very good apple.
How juicy is it?
I wouldn't say it's too juicy. I'd say it's pretty average on the juice scale. Was it juicy? Was your guys' apple juicy?
Yeah, I juiced all over my shorts.
Yeah,
Really?
I was surprised at how juicy it was. I thought that was one of the defining characteristics of it was the juice.
Mine
quotient.
wasn't. Mine's not very juicy. It's crisp. There's a crispness to it. It bit really well. It wasn't chewy. I hate a chewy apple. I hate when it's
well.
It bit well. There's a bite test too. There's a bite feel to apples, Gavin. It bit well. It broke away from the core in a way that was satisfying and not mushy. You hate a mushy apple. I fucking can't stand a mushy apple.
What's your sticker look like? What's your code?
My
You didn't eat the sticker, did you?
no. Okay, well, we can review the apple at the end of the show.
You in the wrong. What are you doing? What's happened? You ate the wrong apple.
I'm eating a pink lady, apparently.
What the fuck? What
Are you
is
fucking
this show?
serious?
Is this for real?
No.
Are you
No,
serious?
Wait,
Is this for real? What the hell?
Wait, no. I have a Cosmic Crisp. There must have been a pink lady amongst the pile of the crisps, and it was in the bag. I do have a Cosmic Crisp, though, that I haven't been into. We can make that be the finale, like you said, Jeff. Everything
There was
works
an
out.
apple switcheroo.
It was. I'll take a photo of my apple.
Hey, now we know. Now we know a couple of things, right? We know
We got the pink lady review.
we know Pink Lady is among Andrew's favorite apples because it was even in the house.
Yep. He's revealed
and
two of his favorites.
And we can have it as a baseline to compare his reaction to the Cosmic Crisp. And by the way, I'm glad it wasn't a Cosmic Crisp because I was fucking confused when you said it wasn't juicy. Because that felt like a very different apple than what we had.
I am stunned right now.
How did you do? You saw what the Cosmic Crisp looked like.
They look similar. I went in, I grabbed a bag of apples from my fridge, and there's a pink lady. I don't know how many. I need to check if that's the only.
Are you saying that was all of your apples are mixed together, or did you accidentally buy a pink lady amongst the Cosmic?
No. I think I accidentally bought a pink lady amongst the Cosmic Crisps. I think there must have been a pink. I somehow grabbed the pink lady. It must have
Sounds
been
like you
in the pile.
stole a pink lady,
or I paid.
or you paid Cosmic Crisp pricing.
Yeah, I think I paid Cosmic Crisp pricing for a pink lady.
It's gonna mess up their stock.
How do I take a photo that?
There are apple stocks off by one.
Yeah. How did that happen? I'm still blown away that you were eating a different.
Also, thank God we asked about the sticker. Otherwise, we'd never know. You'd be living a lie for the rest of your life.
Imagine if he was eating the 100% cocoa. And he's like, oh, sorry, I was eating ice cream.
I didn't. We would have eventually learned when I flipped the apple. I just bit into the apple on the opposite of the sticker side.
You just are so keen to start eating before we're ready that you didn't even look at the apple.
So see, I ate that half of the apple and I flipped it over, and it's just pink lady.
Oh yeah, 4130. What the fuck? And Gavin, it would be like if we found out all these years that he's hated bananas, he was eating lemons, and he's like, "What? They're both yellow. They're essentially the same thing."
If we didn't make the joke about which batch number he had, he would never have known. He would have just had a pink lady.
I eventually, when I flipped the apple, I think I would have noticed, but it's just when would I have flipped the apple?
Oh.
Eric's commenting about my large bites. I was trying to make noise. I wanted noise for the. Jeff wanted it loud. I was trying to make the loudest crunch I could make.
Well, you made something all right. Jesus Christ.
So, well, I will have the Cosmic Crisp later, I guess. It's the finale, like Jeff wants. We'll just do what Jeff wants.
Fuck it.
We'll eat the other one later. It's fine.
Oh, Christ. Why don't you pop one of those Cosmic Crisps in your mouth and see what's up?
We're doing this. Is this the finale? We're doing the big finale. I'm going to finally taste this Cosmic Crisp. This is exciting. I've been waiting days to do this. I thought I did it once. I get to relive the experience a second time. How lucky am I? Here we go.
Oh, Nick recorded the video. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was a nice big crunch. I heard that.
This is so juicy.
He's got the right one. We got the crunch and the juice. He's eating the right apple.
Holy shit.
He turned into Donald Duck.
Don't choke. Chew. Chew,
I
Andrew.
was laughing. I choked on the juice. This is a delicious apple. This is really good.
Oh, we may have figured out the third apple now that's in his top 7.
No, this is so. Wow.
You might have to kick one out.
That's the thing. I'm getting. If secretly, Pink Lady was my number 1 apple. I love a Pink Lady. I think it's a fantastic apple for so many reasons.
Wait. You ate your favorite apple and couldn't tell you were eating it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's there's like a variation of it. I love a Pink Lady. I thought that's how good the Cosmic Crisp was. I was like, this is a delicious apple. But having the back-to-back, unknowingly, originally, I think the Cosmic Crisp might be better than a Pink Lady, which I did not expect.
So it reigns as the best apple?
This might be my current favorite apple.
Wow. So better than a 6 out of 10 then?
I think this would be a phenomenal apple juice. Good crunch. Texture's fine.
Eric, while Andrew's eating, do you want to talk about the cider that you had?
Yeah, I went to a brewery in San Diego, and just by happenstance, I can't escape the show. So they had Cosmic Crisp cider, and I talked to the bartender, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's from this one place, and Cosmic Crisp is like this is like the best one they do, and it's really made with Cosmic Crisp apples." And I had it, and it tasted like I gave it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it tasted like the Cosmic Crisp.
Was the bartender Peter Stormare?
No, unfortunately not.
You did say that it became a 6.5 out of 10 after you were done. Is that right?
It did. When I was done, it went up about half a point. I did enjoy it. It's just, it wasn't so sugary, which was nice, but also it's a cider, so it's kind of like, how much do you really want to drink of this? That's kind of how it goes.
I'm going to upgrade my rank from before. This is better than an 8. This is better than an 8.
Wow.
I'm giving this apple a 9.2.
Oh,
this is a good apple.
I feel like we did not eat the same apple. Oh my god.
This is a
okay,
9.2.
9.2.
It's better than a Honeycrisp. I think it's better than a Pink Lady, which was my previous. I think this might be my favorite apple.
Wow.
That's bold.
This is wow.
So you ate your 2 favorite apples in the same podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue eating. I'm just gonna finish both of them. Actually, that's a great point. I'm gonna take a bite of the Pink Lady now. Oh fuck! I don't know. Actually,
He's got terrible apple memory.
No, this is
like
a
an
good
apple
too.
goldfish.
This is also a really good apple. I don't. This genuinely might be the LeBron James versus Michael Jordan of apples. Is what we're having right now. These are 2 all-time greats. I don't know how to measure that. It's tough. They both have different things. You know what? I think we're going to solve this in a year from next week. If the Cosmic Crisp holds for 1 whole year in a fridge, I think it's undeniably the greatest.
Eric wrote, did you mix them up and bite Cosmic Crisp
Yeah.
twice?
No. How are we to be
I'm making sure I'm looking at the stickers on both.
What's
All
the
right,
sticker?
on
What's
the
the
Cosmic
Cosmic Crisp sticker?
I just peeled it off. Where did
Oh
I
my
put
god.
It's somewhere. Wait, 1 sec. Where did I put it?
Did you have bad glue from your sticker?
No, yeah, I did actually. I kind of noticed when I peeled it.
They got to work on that.
Yeah.
Where did I put the sticker? I just literally peeled it off after.
I was thinking about what
I found
apples.
it. I got it. 3507? 3507.
3507.
Ooh, different
Okay.
batch.
Different batch.
Interesting. You know what I was thinking? We were talking about last week, or at some point in the past, inventing our own apple.
Yeah.
And then some scientist comment leaver really dissuaded me from it. It sounded complicated. But then I just had an idea. I was thinking about this earlier today, actually. I almost ate an apple. I almost ate a Red Delicious that was in my kitchen, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want to. And you know what turned me away? I realized I don't like the apple skin. That's the only thing that keeps me from an apple.
Oh,
here's my thought. For those of us who don't like the skin, I can't be the only one. For those of us who don't like an apple skin, someone should invent, maybe it's us, a skinless apple that grows that way.
You mean an apple that rots on the tree?
Well, it wouldn't last a year, but yeah.
Hear me out. I got an innovative idea as well. What if we invented a product that could peel an apple? What about that?
Well, I think that probably
What if you could run it through and just peel
You've never used one?
Who?
Used what?
The apple peeler.
Who are you talking to?
Well, you're saying to invent something, but it already exists.
Yeah, that was I was being sarcastic. You pile of rubbish.
You gotta work on sarcasm.
What?
Wait, what?
You don't think I fucking know what an apple peeler is? The apple guy? You think the apple guy doesn't know what an apple peeler is?
What? It didn't sound like sarcasm.
I was being facetious.
You've got outrage down pat, but sarcasm, I'm gonna give you honestly 2 out of 10.
So Jeff, you're on my side with like whether or not that was real.
Yeah, no, for sure. What I give him a 2 out of 10 on the sarcasm scale. What do you think?
How do I? Can I retry it? Can I retry it? I thought it was such a facetious statement. Like it was so obviously false.
I mean, I guess I could kind of see that, so I'll give it a 2. But really, it was just like I just thought you didn't know what an apple peeler was.
Okay, well let me. How do I?
Maybe it was just really good sarcasm.
Let me. Yeah. Well, I just I don't.
Dry.
How do I?
It's drier than a pink lady.
All right, take 2.
So what about this? Nah, that just sounded genuine. I don't know. Do I not know how to be sarcastic? How do I be sarcastic? No, okay. So what about this? What if I don't know. How do I wait?
You're closer.
Wait, okay. Somebody else say it sarcastically, and then I can copy that.
Oh, Jeff's the king of sarcasm. Go for it.
What? I can't stop laughing.
How about we invent? No. Well, I don't. Apple peeler.
That was so fucking great. Oh, I can't believe that happened. That was funny.
Since we're an Apple podcast, I want it known. We need to mark December 9th. We said we're going to do this last week. I have a Cosmic Crisp. I'm putting it in my fridge, and I will not touch it until 1 year from now.
Oh, I got to do that right now, too. Shit. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. Are we going to go put our apples in?
Mine's on my desk at work.
Gavin, are we going to push another week till we?
No. I'll just be a week behind.
He'll be a week. He will experience. He will get to witness us, and then he will get to have the experience himself the following week. And he's committed to it. So no matter how it turns out, Gavin then needs to try the apple a week after we do.
All right. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to go put my apple in the fridge right now.
I can do that.
I'm going to go in tomorrow and get my apple.
I got excited. You brought up Cosmic Crisp. I have one. I'm gonna wash away.
Yeah, we all do. Everybody's got one in their fucking fridge right now, right? We're waiting a year to eat them.
Well, yeah, I do. But I mean, like, I've one that I can eat now. I bought Cosmic Crisps over the weekend.
I'll be honest. I forgot to put mine in the fridge.
God damn it.
I might just need half of yours, Jeff.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have half of mine. I doubt I'll get through it 1 year from now.
When are we supposed to do that?
I wrote the date on my
in a
on
year,
my apple, so I'll have to.
Yeah, well, fucking obviously, I know. I meant what date?
All right, hold up. Let me go check my apple, and I'll tell you. I'll be right back.
Thank you,
Andrew. When does the redemption year end?
Year 2, right?
Did you just take a bite of an apple?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you didn't hear him. He's clearing his palate with a.
I didn't think he was actually doing it, and then you asked him a question, and I heard the biggest like horse style chomp.
I take horse bites. I love apples. What can I say? I'm trying to get the beef out of my mouth, Eric. Still beefy in here.
The beef is what lingered, not all the salad cream.
I got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, no.
December 9th, 2022 is the date we need to do it.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I picked out, I have a Ziploc bag with my apple in it, and that says in Sharpie, do not open until December 9th, 2022. However, when I picked that up out of the back of my fridge, the apple sort of collapsed in on itself, and it is a big, mushy, crab-apple-y looking mess. We are going to get very, very sick when we eat this.
What happened? Was it not clean when it went in?
It was clean and sealed.
Jeff has a fucked up fridge.
I do have a fucked up fridge.
We need to talk about why do we trust him?
What's your apple's condition, Andrew?
My apple's condition? What's in the fridge downstairs?
Oh, you don't like changing floors?
You want me to go run and see?
Yeah, why don't you run and see?
I'll go check.
It is so mushy.
I like this because it's sort of the halfway point.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well. Maybe when I get the new fridge in 17 years, I can put another one in and try it again. Oh my God, it looks heinous.
So I have a confession to make.
Oh, God.
I have some good news and I have some bad news. So during the time in which remember how I said I had that stretch for like a month and a half where I injured my ankle really badly?
Yeah, you were in bed for like a month.
Yeah. So one of those times during that stretch, I was really hungry and I didn't feel like and I didn't feel like I was both hungry and thirsty. And I thought I can't go get food and I don't want to. Walking to the sink is difficult. Like even that is painful. I took the Cosmic Crisp that we were holding on for a year and I ate it. I ate it that evening under the plan of I will immediately buy another and then just replace it and it will be the same.
You can't be trusted to do anything.
I have not been able to find Cosmic Crisps until Sunday when I bought the Bovril. So the bag of Cosmic Crisps I have are for the next iteration of the 1 year wait.
So even after Jeff's description of his apple, yours is in worse condition.
Mine is yes, it is. It is
It's in like
much
Canadian
worse.
sewer.
It is somewhere. It is long gone.
So out of the three of us, I'm the only one who can follow fucking directions.
Well, I followed the directions. I just got thirsty, and it was very late.
Well, and yours fell apart, Jeff, so we got nothing.
It's still in the bag, and it's just mushy. It's still an apple. We're still gonna eat it.
Yeah, we'll keep yours in, and I'm throwing mine in. I'm throwing mine in
right
I
now.
will not touch it.
You two motherfuckers just hard salad creamed our apple experiment.
No,
Both of you.
I think Andrew salad creamed it because he deliberately ate it.
And what did you do?
You didn't even start step one. I think you're much worse than I
Mine was originally on my desk at work, and then I was like, oh, I never put it in the fridge. Went to get it. It's gone. Did you take it? Did someone take it?
No.
I never put it in.
I even stopped myself. I think I told the story. I stopped myself from super gluing it to your desk because I was in the process of doing it, and then I thought, oh, he might need this, and I don't want to ruin a Cosmic Crisp, so I treated it with respect. Much like the competition.
All right, well, I can start at the same time as Andrew.
Yeah. We'll have 3 different iterations. You got the 1 year apple, and we'll have the whatever 7 months or whatever it is.
Well, let's be fair. Jeff has to put his in again anyway.
No, we'll just eat what's left of what. I mean, it might be apple soup by then, but we'll eat it.
Nick has a good point. Salad creaming involves an action. Gavin didn't get that far with the apple. I was pre-cream.
I don't want to talk pre-cream right now. My stomach is in a bad way.
Why is my doorbell ringing? Andrew, you didn't send me anything, did you?
I didn't send you anything.
Henry's pissed. Eric says that's the wrap-up bell.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think I should get credit for confessing to my crimes.
Yeah, it was very honest of you, and I think you would have continued lying to us for the next 8 months had we not brought it up.
It was when you asked me to check the status of my apple, there was a little bit of a panic.
I like that you went anyway.
No, I leaned back in my chair and I just kept eating the apple I was eating. And then I almost choked on it. I almost started coughing from it.
Was it in your bedroom fridge?
It was, yeah. It's in my bar fridge.
Because when you said you were going to go downstairs and check, I was like, well, how did he get to it then?
That was the thing. Yeah. Well, no, that was all. I left it in there. But this one I will not touch. It's a promise.
What if you wreck your ankle again?
That I will die. I will die of thirst before I touch that Cosmic Crisp.
I like that you went for the apple for the liquid in it.
That's why I went, because they're so fucking juicy. I was thirsty. I was more as thirsty than hungry, and I didn't have anything to drink.
So we'll do this experiment again, and just hope that for the span of 365 days, Andrew doesn't get slightly inconvenienced or thirsty at any point.
No, it was. Look, let's be fair. I couldn't walk. I was in a.
Let's be fair. That describes half of your year.
No, this is a different thing. This is different.
Dude, you almost ended up bedridden again because you got too excited to stand up to get in line last week.
No, I didn't. I was fine. Like there was no issue.
That was just a tweak.
This was a different thing.
Eric wants the podcast to be over.
There needs to be, yeah, I agree, but there needs to be some fucking ramifications for people going forward who salad cream this Apple experiment. Accountability. Nick is right.
I feel like I was very accountable. I would argue I was the most accountable here.
You cost us 5 months of an experiment because you were thirsty for apples.
What about this? I'll put mine in now and I'll leave it 2 years.
It's not supposed to be good for 2 years. It's only supposed to be good for a year.
I'll leave it for a year.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's good for a year anyway.
Yeah,
not in my whack ass fridge. That's for sure.
I like you're coming at us for fucking screwing up the experiment.
No,
You've had a faulty fridge.
I got an apple in a fridge right now that's been there since December 9th of last year.
So I can put it in any fridge. Do I need to plug the fridge in? You have a broken fridge.
There have been 3 different levels of effort, and the result is the same for everyone. There's no apple to eat.
No, I got an apple we're going to eat. We're just going to die eating it.
You're going to eat a bag of mush? It's already collapsed and exposed itself now.
We are going to eat a bag of mush. You and I, together. You already said so before you knew it was gross. You've already agreed.
Maybe you can put it in the next bean hole. It's like, I don't know, we'll do like an apple dish, maybe.
Maybe we'll bob for mush.
No, that's interesting. Bob for mush. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll throw it in with the bobbing for apple, and if you get that one, you lose. In a lot of ways, probably. I'll tell you this, Andrew. If you buy me a bunch of delicious Cosmic Crisp apples for my birthday and they show up, I'm not going to take one bite out of one, throw it in a river, and then dump the rest in a trash can on the way out.
Who did that?
Oh, I don't know.
Was that Gavin?
No, it was Eric.
Move? Oh, Eric did it. I see. So you said on the water, and since he's a near the water guy, I didn't associate.
Well,
that
we were
with
on the. He threw it in the water. We were on the boat.
Got it. They had Cosmic Crisps in the grocery flyer where I get my groceries from this week.
Oh, yeah?
I was very excited. Made my week. It's a lucky week this week.
I didn't realize that now we have cemented that people are going to notify us, I suspect for the rest of our individual lives, about every new Apple drop that comes out from here
I don't
on.
hate it.
I don't hate it either. I don't hate it either.
I'm a fan of it.
It's like subscribing to a newsletter you forgot you subscribed to.
It is.
Every once in a while, they just like hit you up with like, hey, there's a new yellow apple. Looks good.
Like a division to thank me later. News feeds.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Well, let's just dive in with Cosmic Crisp.
Okay. So I got a notification. I was very excited. We've tried in the past, but for the first time, Cosmic Crisp has interacted with us on Twitter in some capacity.
Oh.
There's somebody is doing the test of having one of their apples just out and seeing how it has lasted throughout these months. And so they did like a collage of this is like the start, month 2, month 4, month
Montage.
6. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and pay attention now. Yeah, let's
montage. That was wrong. Yeah. Okay. That was just wrong. That was just fuck up by me. What is a collage?
Well, that'd be if they took a bunch of pictures, and then sort of cut them all out and stuck them to the same piece of cardboard, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And what was the other word?
Montage.
Montage. Is a montage can be a stationary image, a collection of like 4 images?
Well, it's more of like a progression of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like a bunch of different stuff.
through
Yeah, I
pictures
guess
or
I've
image.
just never thought of a photo montage before. But you're totally right. That makes sense.
Does that mean a time lapse is a photo montage?
Could be.
Anyway, sent these photos, and they asked them, "Are you testing our apples?" And then I got in there a little bit, and I was so excited because we've tried to interact with them in the past with 0 response, which is understandable considering the name of the show. And it was the first time they interacted, so I commented back to them. They liked it. I got all excited, and then like 3 hours later, I looked at my phone and I got the notification that Cosmic Crisp is now following the Face Pod Twitter account.
Oh,
and they only follow like 98 people at that time. It was a very funny list. So I looked at who they were following, and I was very excited because 98 people. I'm like, oh, this will be a quick thing. How many actual
100.
people? Yeah, top 100. It's a great way to put it. And it was FacePod, and then the account they followed after that was Walmart, and then the account they followed after that was Jeff Ramsey. Just Jeff. They just followed Jeff, and I was disgusted in the car. I was outraged that out of all the people on this podcast, the Apple company follows the biggest banana guy of the maybe in the world.
Well,
Number one banana. Apple will never come close to your banana fandom.
I will say, I feel like I rated the Cosmic Crisp higher than anybody else on this podcast.
You did, which is, well, not me, because I didn't have it at that time, but I'm disgusted with you, Jeff, because I went back. That's why I know the Gavin thing, because I was going to put it in part of my argument to be like, this motherfucker gave it a 4.6, and he got the follow. You gave it a 7.8, I believe.
I stand by that.
And you ranked it above the average Apple. Yeah. I don't remember what you said the average. You said it was a great Apple, so I couldn't even use that against you. But it was still, I just looked at it in shock that they followed the banana guy.
They also follow us on Instagram now.
They follow us on Instagram too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome.
Where were they when we were an Apple podcast, though?
We're still an Apple podcast.
We're a time-traveling basement equipment podcast. Wait, baseball.
Why did you...
We are officially a words fuck-up podcast as of here. Yeah, We're a flubcast.
I sent the Cosmic Crisp people a DM the other day because they followed me on Twitter. I was like, hey, type thing, reaching out saying hi. I brought up the podcast that we reviewed the Cosmic Crisp, and they replied back being like, hey, it's so great. We appreciate the support so much. Could you link us the episode in which you guys talk about this? Because the team, I'm sure, would love to listen to it.
God.
So then I was in a real dilemma. I didn't know what to send because I could either...
You've done it again, you son of a bitch.
Tuxedoed it.
Stop emailing people. You're ruining everything.
Stop drawing people's attention to us who we shit on this podcast.
Well, that's the problem.
Let us shit under the radar, man.
Yeah.
Because I could send the Cosmic Crisp review we did, but it's almost all of you guys saying this isn't that great. This is very average, which I don't think is reflective of the opinions of the show necessarily.
In our defense, well, and in their defense, we would just talk about how it's just an apple.
Yeah.
An apple is an average.
Yeah.
So I think as an apple, it's good, but it is still just a 6 out of 10 fruit.
So then I sent them, I picked the one I had to go into our catalog and find the episode of where I reviewed the Cosmic Crisp. But that is just a general episode which that happens in. I also gave a review, then realized that it was a pink lady and had to do a second review.
There's no way to submit them anything that isn't heavily edited.
I would send them both unedited full video or audios, and then let's just find a new fruit. Let's get into pears.
Yeah, I haven't heard back.
Might as well just be honest with them about what it is and who we are, and then we'll just, we'll pivot onto another round fruit. Oranges are popular. Everybody loves an orange.
I feel like I rarely see anything about a new orange.
A lot of work to get to an orange too.
I
hate it.
You have a Cosmic Crisp and
I have a Cosmic Crisp in my fridge. Still.
That reminds me. I got a reply back from the Cosmic Crisp people.
Oh, shit.
Talked about that in the past. It's not the best of updates.
Oh, dear.
They replied, thank you so much for sharing, because I sent them some fan art that somebody made in our community, Cosmic Crisp. It was very cool. Then they said, I will listen to the podcast before the end of the week, and I'm super excited to share it with the team.
God.
I was told that I should have sent the episode where we discovered the Cosmic Crisp and had a lot of excitement about there being a new Apple.
Yes.
That would have been the way to go.
That was
the right move.
That was the right move.
Well, now we know.
Now we know. I'll let you know if I hear back from them. Never got a reply from Kevin Donovan about us owning the tuxedo. Okay. Well, this is, it involves you, Gavin, because we've had, a rivalry sort of recently with things in the past.
Yeah.
We've gone back and forth. You all might remember that Cosmic Crisp was kind enough to follow Jeff and I believe the podcast account as well, a long time ago, like in the summer. And we had a dialogue back and forth with them. And they're like, oh, it's so, that's great that you've given us support. I'd love to listen to it and show the team the podcast. So I sent the episode of me reviewing the Cosmic Crisp, because I didn't send the Cosmic Crisp review. Because to be honest, you're kind of shitty about it, Gavin. You're pretty low on the Cosmic Crisp, which I think is a ridiculous It was a ridiculous rating to give.
I was low on apples.
Yeah, but that's, it's part of the family. I just think that's an insane take, personally. So I sent instead my review, which I haven't listened to, but I assume is a lot more favorable. However, in that review, I ate a pink lady first, thinking it was a Cosmic Crisp, then realized my mistake, then reviewed the Cosmic Crisp. So it was like, plus the name of our show, they seem like a very wholesome brand. I wasn't sure how that would go. So I sent them the podcast. They said, great. Thank you so much. I'll get back to you next week. That was August 11th. They never commented back.
Yeah.
But a few days ago, I got another DM from them, and I'm so excited. I'm going to post it right now, and then I'll read it out loud in our chat. This is what I received from Cosmic Crisp. Hi, Andrew and Jeff, excluding Gavin. Gavin is not mentioned. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Right, our team loved your episode. As a token of our appreciation for all of your support, we wanted to send you a little care package. Would you be able to send us your shipping information, mailing address, phone number, and email? Wishing you a wonderful week. I don't know if they want their name mentioned, but the Cosmic Crisp social team. They reached out to us. Jeff, we're gonna get a gift basket.
Andrew, congratulations. All your hard work is paying off.
Oh, congratulations to you for
so
understanding what a good apple is and respecting the apple the way it deserves to be respected.
Hey, hold on a second. Gab, we're talking. I'm glad you brought that up, Andrew, because I think respect is earned, and I hope that I have earned the respect of the Cosmic Crisp social team as well as I think you clearly have. And now that we have that respect, I hope. I don't know. I hope we wield it appropriately and know that we have respect. That the respect that they shine at us shines right back at them. And wow, what a great day.
I believe Gavin called it a bog standard apple. It would be really funny if they sent him a bog standard care package. It's the mediocre, not great thing.
Huh.
But I love that you weren't included, and I think that's deliberate because you didn't respect the apple. That's what happens.
I feel like I didn't shit on the apple.
You did.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of it. You and Eric both were not. You were pretty down on the Apple experience.
So I can understand them following just you two because I don't really use socials. But then they listened to it and still didn't address me by name.
Yeah. They loved it.
That's sad.
They at least loved 2/3.
That's upsetting. It was a good apple. I mean, it was fine. It was. I can't even dig. Look,
you know what? Listen,
it's an apple.
I just went through, Gavin, I went through redemption year. You can have your own redemption year. You can try to make things right with the Cosmic Crisp people.
Oh, God. Speaking of apples, let me send you guys a fucking photo.
Yeah, the apple bag. What a perfect transition. So does it say on the side, Jeff, you wrote when it was going to be opened by, right? I think we're actually past. What was the date written?
I'll show it to you guys and you can see it. It's pretty clearly. Let me see. Please don't be too fucking powerful to send this JPEG. Okay, there you go.
December 9th, 2022.
Okay, so we're way past it.
And the whole point was that this apple was supposed to be able to last a year.
Yeah, but unfortunately today's the 20th, so it's 11 days past due.
It's 11 days past due. On top of the fact that I've seen other apples that have been held for a year that have existed way better than Jeff's has. I think putting it in the bag was the death of Jeff's apple. On top of the fact that your fridge doesn't really work.
Yeah, it's just, I think the fridge and the bag together did not make for an appetizing year for this apple.
When did it start looking, when did the inside come out?
Yeah.
I picked it up like 4 months ago and it looked like this. And I went, oh God.
I wonder if it's cider.
I hope I don't get, I don't drink.
It may have gone alcoholic.
I'm scared to open the bag. Should I?
I think you have to open it.
Yeah,
you should go on camera.
Yeah. Okay, I've turned.
Oh hell yeah!
Camera on. Can you guys see?
Yeah. If you give me a second, I can record. Do you want me to record this?
Yeah,
okay.
please.
Yeah.
I can't promise that I'm gonna eat it, but I can promise that my tongue will touch
you can promise that you're gonna eat it. It's fine. Give me just a second, and I'll.
Oh, I'm loving the laser show, by the way.
Oh, thanks. That's the thing that scared the shit out of me the other day when I thought someone was trying to strangle me.
That was the shadow?
It was yeah.
Wow. What a jolly shadow.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Well, it's all over Tiny Town.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love your Tiny Town.
Tiny Town's fucking rocking this year, dude.
Okay,
all right.
We're recording.
All right, here we go. Here's the bag. You can see the fucking
oh, my
juice.
God.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Look at that. That's like it looks like a dog got popped. Ugh.
No, we're pivoting away.
How does stuff get alcoholic? Do you need to add stuff, or does it just ferment on
I
its
think
own?
it just ferments on its own, maybe.
Yeah, that might honestly have booze in it.
This
Yeah,
hasn't
it would-
been opened in over a year, so now let me smell.
Now, Jeff, if somebody's piss smelled like that, would you comment on it in a public place?
Yeah. If I smelled that, I would comment on. Oh, it's so.
Are you able to extract the apple and show us?
Stop! It just smushed in half. Just
Now,
Gavin's gonna throw up. Gavin's gonna throw up.
is the smell?
that's the apple.
Does no?
It smells like. It
I
smells
threw
like.
up.
You threw up?
I threw up.
Do you actually?
Well, join the club. You're not the only one. I'm about to.
No!
It's so mushy.
No, Jeff is squeezing the apple, and it's just mushy and liquid. Do not eat it. Do not. Just stay away from it.
Do apples turn into poison at some point? Can somebody?
No,
look
I'm-
this up?
So, no, I think
We're worried
there's never
about the
been a poison
fermenting
apple
of the-
ever, and
the
I don't
alcohol.
think that's a thing from fairy tales. No, it's fine. Go for it.
Because that.
Don't. No. Just put it in
Just
the bag.
a little, just like a
No.
little nibble. So small. So
No.
little.
No. No.
Tastes like an apple.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. He stopped. Now he's gonna throw up.
Yeah. Stop. No, Jeff. He's leaving to throw up, which is more than understandable. Gavin is already puking.
Nick, how you doing over there?
I'm going to be honest. I had to look away.
Nick? Oh, Nick might be.
Nick just passed out. That. I mean,
glad I
that's just a
recorded
lot.
it.
The fact, yeah, that's great. People will be able to watch it on the YouTube version if they want to see it live as it's happening. He's coming back. You know, Jeff is a real trooper. The fact that he hung in there for all the icy hot.
Millie had to come in and go, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
Millie had to come check on me.
Millie had to check on you.
I threw up on my kitchen sink.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that was gross. I'm gonna turn off my camera now.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my
Stop
god!
Recording.
You okay, Jeff?
That was hideous.
Gavin, where you at?
I missed all that. I threw up.
Well,
I
you
threw
can
up
watch.
in my mouth.
You can watch
And
the
then I-
YouTube version when it comes up. You can enjoy it again.
Oh, you're not the only one that threw up, buddy.
Oh man!
Oh,
Did you eat some? I was throwing up.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he ate
yeah.
like a bunch of it.
yeah, I took like 3 bites.
I need to. I just need to brush my teeth.
Yeah, that's
This
fine.
is-
We'll stop down for, just a second. It's fine.
Well, I'm just gonna say that I think this
Oh,
is
why
the
did you
first
show?
time.
Why would you post the puke? What the fuck?
Oh,
I mean,
Wait.
I-
yeah. Why did you do that?
that's what came out of my mouth.
Yeah,
That's
but who
what it-
cares? Why? Nobody's gonna question the. What are you doing?
Some tomato.
That is, Gavin.
Aw,
That's way
yuck.
grosser than what Jeff did.
That's way worse than what Jeff did.
That's infinitely. We can't post that. What are
Yeah.
you
No,
doing?
I know.
they'll
That's
never
just
know what
for
it
you.
is.
Oh, it's terrible. This is the first time that I think I'm not the one puking on this show.
Are old apples poison?
Oh my god. I mean, there's, as Eric said, there's never
I'll be
been an
fine.
iconic poison apple. You'll be good. You didn't, I mean,
Oh.
I assume you chewed it but didn't eat it. I hope you didn't consume any of it.
I couldn't swallow it. It was too rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just spit it
I
out.
spit out anything, but I got juice in me. Ugh.
I really appreciated that Millie was so concerned about you. She had to come check.
Yeah,
She
I
had to
appreciate
just
it.
Make sure
She's-
you were okay.
She's a good kid. She loves her dad. And she's, just want to make sure I'm not dying over there.
I can't believe you
Oh.
tried some of it.
Well, that's my job, right?
Well, no,
I'm impressed with you. I'll be honest. I can't
fucking-
believe that.
That's insane.
All right. Does anybody else have their year-old apple? We were
No,
all
we-
supposed to do it.
No.
Yeah, no, we've been pretty open. Covered
Yeah,
the fact
that's
none of us else we have one. Gavin never got one. I ate mine 2 months into it. Not even, probably like 7 weeks into.
When I get
Thing.
my new fridge, next year, assuming I get it, and I don't have to fucking burn a fridge store down, I'm going to put a new apple in on day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the test again.
And do the test again.
Are you going to put it in a bag?
I would recommend not putting it in a bag.
I don't think so. I'm just going to leave it on its own.
Yeah, I think it'll work a lot better from what I've seen.
Probably put it on a plate or something so it can pool into it. Ugh.
Where is the apple bag?
The one I just had?
Yeah.
It's in my kitchen sink.
Okay. I'm just, I imagine, at the fireplace video, sounds like that's going to happen. If you want to share what that smells like to the other people on this podcast, it just might be a good thing.
You think I should save it?
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there just as like a thing that you could save if you want the other people here to smell it and really get a sense of the scent.
I'll put it back in the fridge and hang on to it for the next time we're all together.
I'm back.
It's a great idea.
I was not expecting you to eat that.
No.
I wasn't either.
I also was not. I feel like I gag pretty often. Like, it doesn't take much to make me gag. But my mouth just filled on the first gag. I was very surprised.
Jesus, that's so gross.
Oh, yeah.
I just had lunch.
Gross.
Lunch was high.
That's true. You did leave. What did you have lunch? What did you have?
I had some pasta with like tomatoes and corn and.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Did not expect. Well, I didn't think I'd actually eat it, but then in the moment I did, and then I did not expect how violently I would react. Like, I threw up in my mouth halfway to the kitchen sink, and then I just dumped it out of my mouth into the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
it was like, oh god,
no part of it was good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there you go. Cosmic Crisp keeps fresh for at least a year and 11 days.
Now, let's say if that was juiced in a glass and you didn't have context, do you think would it be a problem? The juice itself? Or was it? Okay.
Yeah. It's yeah. You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't do that. You would spit it out immediately or throw it up immediately and go, "What happened to this apple juice? Are you trying to kill me?" Last week, I was sitting around the house and I was kind of just like, it just popped into my head, and I thought, I'm about a month out of getting that fridge. I started getting nervous. I was like, that was a lot of money. I haven't spoken to these people in like 10 months. Let me call them and just make sure there are no problems. Like, this is the moment I'll find out that my fridge fell off of a boat in the ocean or whatever, right? And it's like, yeah, you got a fridge, but it's at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, and we don't know how to get it up. Or whatever.
And Harrison Ford's inside it.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford's inside it. And so I called them, and when I called, the lady remembered me easily, like instantly. She was like, "Oh, I remember you. Yeah, you bought the so and so fridge." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I did." She's a little older, and she was like, "I was just thinking of you," and I was like, "Oh, I'm thinking of my fridge right now." And she was like, "Did I?" She was like, "I was going to call you. It just came in yesterday." And I was like, "Are you serious?" She was like, I was just sitting here thinking about letting you know." So for all I know, the fridge has been there for 6 months, and they just didn't.
Feels weird. Saying you got a fridge early that you waited 2 years for. Like, that doesn't...
A year.
Like, I understand what you're saying. I need to know if you've put a new Cosmic Crisp in, because that's, I feel like, the real test of differences between fridges. Have you got a new one in there for a year from now?
I did, and I filmed a video of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I filmed a video. I put one in there that day. I think I filmed a video doing it, but I have the apple in. I can send you.
No, not in a bag, right? Like we're
no, not in a bag, just out on its own.
I
don't know if I took a photo of that or if I just the video. Yeah, I don't seem to have a photo of it, but I can take one. It just
it's fine.
However, what is more immediately annoying is that I just bought a brand new fridge, and one of the nice things about buying a new fridge is you go through the old fridge and you're like, expired. Fuck it, I'm throwing all this stuff away. We're gonna start fresh. New, like new essentials, new ketchups, new everything. And then, and now my fridge has been off for 48 hours. So this morning, for fun, I did 2 things for fun today, just to pass the time. The first thing I did was I got up and I brought my trash can into the house and I threw away everything that's in my fridge, in my freezer. That I just spent, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of fresh groceries, including the fresh groceries I went to the store Monday night to buy to get ready to be prepared for cold weather, just in case.
Could have just chucked it outside.
I should have chucked it outside. Although then it would have warmed. It's like 40 degrees now. It would have warmed up today, and I would have nowhere to put it back. So, and I'm going to a hotel anyway. So,
we've been looking at this all wrong. I think Austin was pretty warm before Jeff got his fridge. It's an expensive fridge.
It
could be more powerful than we know.
Austin.
I'm just bummed that I had to throw away all my fucking brand new ice cream that melted. I just bought.
Man.
I had all these brand new microwave pizzas. I was super excited about. I had all I got left is bananas and apples.
That's not bad.
No, I like bananas. And
Cosmic
apples,
Crisp will hold strong.
Yeah, Cosmic Crisp is the only thing in my fridge right now. Cosmic Crisp and some Diet Dr. Peppers.
You know, this is what we're going to blame it on when it's mush in a year. We're like, those few days when the powers.
So that is Jeff's experience in Austin during the storm.
Yeah, the only shit part of that video was the end. But other than that, no complaints. Perfect video.
Somebody in that department specifically hates you.
I can feel it.
They also work for Cosmic Crisp. That's their side job. It's the same person.
Yeah, they have a cousin who works at Cosmic Crisp.
Hey, they finally acknowledged me there. I'm making
It's
some ground.
That's true.
It is
You exist
true.
now.
You got acknowledged.
Congratulations. I have some hot info that I need to drop that you guys are not aware of. Eric knows about it, but the rest of you don't. There has been a major face update in the last week.
Man.
Oh,
What
An
happened?
insane thing has happened.
I'm terrified.
About 5 days ago, Emily walked in to Millie's bedroom to ask her a question or something. And Millie was just sitting at her bed, chomping on an apple. And Emily said, "Hey, where'd you get that apple? We don't have any apples." And Millie said, "Yeah, we do." Millie ate my Cosmic Crisp. She had no idea. To her credit, it was just sitting in the fridge by itself in the back. I had hidden it behind stuff, but she found it. I don't remember the day we put it in, but it's got to be at least 3 or 4 months old. She ate the entire thing, even after I told her, "Stop, it's not good." She insisted that it was. She said it was the best tasting apple she has ever eaten in her life, and she said it was defined by the fact that one half was very sweet and the other half was very sour. So she felt like she got 2 apples in one.
Was it like which side was facing the back of the fridge?
I assume so. I assume it had to be something like that.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I gotta.
Oh my god!
Reset the clock.
We gotta reset the clock.
good.
I gotta go out and buy a new apple. Cause Millie she ate our
Holy
progress.
shit.
Can I be honest with you about the apple thing?
Yeah.
I don't think I did that, right? I just never did.
No.
it.
You never
did.
There's a Cosmic Crisp in my fridge.
What?
What?
I found it the other day, like behind a bunch of stuff. When did I put that in?
You never told us that you did that.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing it myself.
We made fun of the fact that you never tried. I ate my apple after a few weeks. You never did it. When would that have been?
And I asked Meg about it. I was like, "Is this yours?" And she was like, "No, that's your Cosmic Crisp."
What? How old? When? Wow.
I have no idea.
Can you tell at all? Does it look old? Like, how does
it doesn't look great.
Oh, that's probably a year.
Do you think it wasn't you? Could it have been Errol?
Could have been cheeky old Errol coming out putting a Cosmic Crisp in there.
Can you cut it in half and see if there's a sweet side and a sour side?
Oh my god.
So I don't know how old that is. I might have to.
Would you be willing to try it or like cut it open and maybe take a bite? Can we get photos of this? Because
Is
I
it
feel like this is
bruised?
over a year. It has to.
Shall I go and take a photo of it now?
Yeah.
You can if you want. We're doing 2. We could do it on the second one. You want
Let's
to
do it,
save
all right.
for the next?
Let's do it next week.
A little teaser for the next next episode.
Yeah.
I can't believe she ate that. That's great. That gives me confidence because I've had some Cosmic Crisps in my fridge for 2 weeks now, maybe 2 or 3, and I had the
fine.
yeah. No, I kind of had the concern. I thought, nah, they're fine. They're gonna last a while. Now I've got so much more road to give before I need to worry about those things. It's great.
I'll have to go back and check my photos. I think I took a photo the day I put it in to see the timestamp, but it must be 3 months.
That's incredible.
Probably. Yeah.
Wow, what a great.
So
apple.
kudos to the Cosmic Crisp. It wasn't. It didn't make it a year, but that only because it looked so delicious. Apparently.
The hemispheres of flavor is very interesting. I wonder if that's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Or
me too.
a thing across all the Cosmic Crisps of a year.
That's totally fair.
We're half an hour in and I'm still staring at the shit.
Yeah. Okay. We need to
Huff some ice.
That's
Huff some ice.
oh god. So are you gonna go with the that apple looks a little rough.
Okay.
That
Let me say something. That is way older than the apple Millie ate. I guarantee you. Millie's
shit.
apple hadn't started to eat itself yet like that.
Yeah, this is shriveled. I don't know how I don't know how long it's been shriveled.
Okay. So will the
What am I
apple
doing?
you think make you gag if you cut it open, or are we gonna get a double gag?
All right, let's
Okay.
and video, please, video it.
Oh, can you? Can you give me a second? Like, don't do it yet. Just get your. Can you live stream your video, or is that not possible?
I don't have a webcam.
Oh, then,
Oh, that's okay.
then never mind.
So now you're gonna cut into the apple? What's the plan with the apple?
I think you should just take a bite.
Am I
Yeah,
just
it's like a-
biting in?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
If
a
you
real bite.
bite in, you're
It's
gonna vomit
so-
in
I
that.
mean, if you want to film yourself on your phone, that's cool. You don't have to. But
Oh, I'm
if
doing
you-
that already.
Oh, great. Okay.
Dear,
Oh,
oh dear,
God.
this doesn't feel like something I want to bite. All right, are
No,
you
it
ready?
doesn't look like something you'd want
Yep.
to bite. Go ahead.
Here we go. Down the hatch. Oh. Oh dear.
Now you rated the apple kind of low to begin with. I think
Oh,
you gave it
that's,
a 5.
It's like sour grit.
Sour grit.
Oh God.
You're handling this
I'm a-
better than I anticipated.
Try the other side.
Oh,
Going for, going for the other side. Hold on, let me swallow this. Should I swallow this?
No, don't swallow it. Spit it out.
Just spit it into the ice.
Okay, bite in the other side. Oh, it's soft.
Oh.
Oh. Ugh. Oh,
Yeah?
oh.
It sounds worse.
That was like just grit. Like all the flavor is in the other side. That was just empty app. That's like if someone was designing an apple and they just wanted like the matter,
Mhm.
the apple shell. That's just what that is. It's just empty flavored apple.
Now, do you think like the flavor died on that side, or did the party move all to the other side of the
I
apple?
think the party sort of seeped into the other side.
I see. Okay, so
Interesting.
it's an even more flavorful bite than it originally was, is what you're saying. by that logic.
Oh, I can't stare at this. I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
no,
do.
it's fair. You did the research. You did the.
And for a guy who gags all the time, congratulations on not throwing up.
Yeah, way to go,
I
man.
violently vomited when I tried mine.
Yeah,
so
really.
yours was worse, I would say.
Well, I mean, a bad apple's a bad apple. I'm just saying kudos to Gavin for holding it, keeping
Oh,
it
absolutely.
together.
Definite kudos. You also like the apple more. And the fact that he started from a position of not being the biggest fan of it.
Yeah.
Mine
That's a good point.
wasn't melted as much as Jeff's though. That seems
No.
to have.
Yeah, yours seems to be maintaining an apple consistency and shape, whereas mine was soup.
Yeah,
I would
that was
say-
honestly. I wish I'd waited another 6 months on that because that was. I think that still had some time, but it just wasn't good.
Could I share something that made me really laugh the other day that I
Yeah.
discovered?
Yeah.
We are a Cosmic Crisp podcast.
Yes, we are.
I feel like there's maybe a time in which I thought, oh, it'd be fun to like find another like Apple or something, or maybe like a free agency period. I don't think we can do that now. Cosmic Crisp is incredibly loyal to us. I accidentally logged into our Twitter account the other day, and I saw that we were tagged in a post. Let me put it in chat right now. This is what Cosmic Crisp tweeted a few days ago. Let's settle this at FacePod debate.
Oh my lord!
Are you a horizontal biter? Jesus Christ. Are you a horizontal biter or a vertical biter? I thought that's funny. That's fucking crazy that they tagged the show. That's great.
And we didn't reply.
We didn't reply,
Well, we suck at social media.
but I looked at it. I just thought, oh, that's really funny. And then a few days passed, and I thought about, am I vertical or horizontal? I think it depends. I didn't remember the conversation. And then I remembered we went through a whole like vertical wiping phase discussion debate. And I'm assuming that the bite conversation happened. I don't know if any of you guys remember having that conversation. I don't.
The vertical wiping conversation.
No, the biting. Vertical biting. I remember the wiping, but I don't remember us ever having a debate about vertical biting.
I
or
don't know that
horizontal.
it was a debate, but I feel like it was definitely brought up.
Yeah.
I feel like it was brought up because I remember talking about the way to eat an apple, and then I have a friend who'll eat like the entire apple. So I think it was brought up.
I think I'm vertical because I want to hook my top teeth over the sort of the top ridge by the stem.
That's crazy.
I think it's more complicated.
Yeah.
I think my first bite is vertical, and then I turn the apple sideways and go horizontal all the way around.
Huh.
I think it like a vertical entry bite, like right on the fat part, as the hump is coming up, and then you just turn it sideways, and then you just eat it like a cartoon.
So they posted that. I thought that was really funny. And then like a few days passed. I thought, wait, is that a reference to the vertical wiping thing? This is fucking crazy that this Apple company is making a reference to that. And so I pulled up the tweet again, and then I saw, there's 8 comments. Let me go through those.
Oh, no.
And there were comments that were the account you're highlighting is a bit sketchy. There's one person, another person said, how about not engaging with an account whose name as an embedded obscenity? And I was like, this is fucking great. These are people, every single person that replied does not follow the podcast account. These are all just Cosmic Crisp people that have like had this thrusted into their feed and are now reacting to it.
Crisp.
They just follow a nice, like, gentle Apple account. And then it's, hey, what's up, face?
How can you consider yourself a Cosmic Crisp person and not be intimately aware with the world's biggest Cosmic Crisp fan fucking podcast? I call bullshit on those idiots. They're not real Cosmic Crisp fans.
I love that they directly tagged our account.
It's so funny.
The person running that is not scared.
No, not at all. And there are people like
brilliant.
replying. And I thought when I initially saw like some of the negative feedback, I was like, our name is censored. Like this, you guys are being ridiculous. And then I realized our handle isn't. They just posted a face unedited on their primary feed. And if you notice, it's their pinned tweet. It's the top tweet whenever you go to their account right now. It is the first thing you see. It's just face. I checked again today.
Phenomenal.
For it. Yeah, it's great. I checked again just to see like if there are any responses or if they got rid of the tweet, and they've doubled down. They pretend they're ride or die with the show. They will protect this show.
Their podcast name is a reference to a famous baseball card and thematically fits our show, which is about friendship and embracing foolish moments we all sometimes have. They're also big Cosmic Crisp fans. Legend! I love
Legend. Legend.
That's a legend running that account.
I don't know who it is. I fucking love that like our closest like friend outside of the show is an Apple manufacturer. Of all the things.
Manufacturer.
Dude, they've been true blue to us, Andrew. You got to get in there and respond and let them know what the official face response is.
I'm a little bit worried to do that.
Do you think we should, for RTX, just hand out some Cosmic Crisps to attendees?
Yes.
Eric, what do you think of this idea? How
Healthy
about we add it to the
I don't know
museum?
who we is in this situation, so I'm just not weighing in.
That is true. You're saying we, and half of this
is
isn't
that?
here.
Yeah, I'll
Wait
let
a
you
minute,
guys
yeah.
figure out if we're gonna do that.
We to Gavin means Eric and I.
Yeah.
Well, we the company.
Cosmic Crisp Apple.
Oh, it's a different. Nick was sharing what other podcasts have covered it, and we definitely have had the most coverage of it by far. It's a great Apple.
Yeah, I mean we're ride or die for Cosmic Crisp.
100%.
Yeah. When we're not accidentally eating pink ladies.
That's. I haven't had a pink lady since, at least to my knowledge.
I wonder if anybody has ever gone to the grocery store and then just switched apples around. So you think you're getting the pink lady, but you're getting a crisp delicious or whatever.
Oh, that's horrible.
That'd be a terrible thing. Don't do that. Don't be an apple switcher.
As someone who worked fruit and veg, that sent a tingle up my spine.
Yeah, don't do apple tricks.
Apple tricks. Before we do, I have one last thing I want to say that made me so happy, and I'm hoping that this a little Christmas gift for you guys, being as excited as I was about this. I was looking at our upcoming ads because it's we got to submit a bunch of stuff in advance, and so I was just scrolling through to see what we had coming up in the new year. You will not believe that in January we have a Cosmic Crisp ad for our podcast.
Yep. Cosmic Crisp has bought into face 100%.
It's insane.
It's real. It's real. It's true. Kent on our sales team has been talking with them and made it all happen. Cosmic Crisp is an official sponsor of Face starting next year.
It's
Thank
crazy.
you. Thank you to Cosmic Crisp, obviously, but also seriously thank you to Kent. He made that happen. He went out and worked that deal unsolicited and was like, he's a fucking superstar. I love Kent.
Yeah, I reached out. I was like, I need to know, did they reach out or did you? And he's like, I reached out. And I said, you're a legend. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm
he
so
is.
happy that we have a Cosmic Crisp. I don't even know where they're going to direct. You know, most ads are like, go to our website. I don't know if they sell apples through their website. Like, I don't know.
Go to the store, check out apples.
They just like, go to your grocery store, and if they don't have Cosmic Crisp, request PL 7935 or whatever.
It just made me happy. So I just wanted to make sure that got attention because I was like, what the fuck when I was scrolling through and looking.
So this is like a pre-ad.
This is a pre-ad, I guess, but like I mean, the writer. I love that they argue with people on Twitter about us.
It's great. It's great.
They're fantastic.
They're really awesome. I'm really excited to have them as a sponsor. I think it's just what a silly fit.
Also, hey, it's a great fucking apple. Yeah. Like at the end of the
day.
It's
so good. It's my primary apple. Genuinely. Yeah. It's the only one I buy. It's
the only apple I buy at this point as well.
Primary apple.
Same with Nick. It is.
I can't believe I'm about to do this, but here is the ad for Cosmic Crisp apples. Get to know our favorite regulation apple, the Cosmic Crisp. If you know, you know. It is a classically bred cross of the Honeycrisp and Enterprise varieties, and it's non-GMO. I'm not entirely sure what GMO is, but I know I don't like it. Cosmic Crisp apples pack a flavor that is a perfect balance of sweet and tart, making them versatile for all the ways you want to enjoy apples. For instance, we were supposed to do it today, but we're going to do it next week. Everybody's going to come over to my house, and we're going to have an apple pie making contest, which is going to be interesting because the only rule is that we're not allowed to use recipes, and none of us know how to make apple pies. But I do know that whatever we make is going to taste better because Cosmic Crisp apples will be inside it. It's also available in all seasons at grocery stores nationwide. And it's an American original, born and bred right here in Washington State after more than 20 years of research and development at Washington State University. When was the last time you researched anything for 20 years? Think about that. It's a bunch of really smart people devoting 2 entire decades of they rolled up their sleeves, they unbuttoned their top button, they put their heads down, and they started working on apples. They started working on Cosmic, they started working on Crisp, and they didn't look up again until it was 20 years later. And when they did look up, in their hands, they had the Cosmic Crisp. Learn more about Cosmic Crisp by going to their website where they have recipe ideas. They'll help you figure out where to buy apples if you don't know. It's a pretty awesome site. They're also on social media, and they love to hear from regulation listeners and comment leavers. Check them out on X. Check them out on Instagram. I think on Instagram they are the Cosmic Crisp, and on X I think they're Cosmic Crisp Apple. And I know you've heard us talk about this in the past, but they last a very long time. They are designed to be slow to brown, giving you more time to enjoy them when you're ready, not when it's ready. But when you're ready, you're going to find a super crisp, exceptionally juicy, beautifully bicolored apple. It's got these things called lenticels that I have just learned about through this ad read. I had to look them up. And that's what gives it the look of like a starry night sky. And let's be honest, haven't we all wanted to eat the sky a little bit? Just take a big bite out of the stars? That's Cosmic Crisp for you. Oh, also, I think they're going to have merch launching soon. So go to their website, again, cosmiccrisp.com, and maybe pick up apple shirts. So thank you to Cosmic Crisp for making the regulation apple, and thank you to Cosmic Crisp for supporting this podcast. We love you.